Doritos-based spirit is back on the menu.
No!
Oh my god. He's
I want
going
you
to
know,
do
though,
this. There's
that
no
bottle
stopping
was like
it.
$60. It was not a cheap bottle.
Yeah, I see this.
It's a rare liqueur, only found in Maginox.
I might try to get up early enough tomorrow to check the other couple of places nearby.
Why? You don't have to. You don't have to blind yourself for the entertainment of people on the internet.
It pays the bills.
Temporary blinding, Stu.
It does also pay the bills. Like on Saturdays when I have my drinking streams, I've started a thing where people can give me $5 basically, and it will spin a wheel, and then I will have to, like, my next shot that I have to take, it will have to be whatever it lands on.
I get it. I used to do crazy shit for free. Ask Rain and Christina. They know. They know. And I did it sober. I didn't even drink. I was sober, and I did those things.
That was your folly, doing it for free. Kazo gets paid for it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the $85 in total, including shipping, it would take me to get this, would pay itself back.
The early 2010s, in the day. The early 2010s at Cryptozoic were a lawless time. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what would be interesting is Doritos liquor and Fireball, I feel like.
I don't like that!
And then Doritos liquor and Bailey's.
No!
And then Doritos liquor and Jaeger. And then
and
Doritos
Malort.
liquor and Malort.
Yep.
I hate this.
I knew
and
you're
gonna hate this. If you go blind from drinking the Doritos Locos liquors, don't. Just don't. I need your eyeballs for D&D.
I drank an entire bottle of Malort in one night. I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, how did that Saturday go? I was watching on Saturday and it was like 3 shots of Malort. I'm like, damn, this guy is getting messed up. But you were quite fine.
He was pretty toasty at the end of it.
I was pretty toasty by the end, but that was because we finished that stream and I kept drinking.
Oh my god.
I have too much alcohol tolerance these days. It is a problem.
Oh no.
Like I have this Irish coffee that I made, and it's probably a third Bailey's, and it will not affect me.
God. All right, everybody. Well, whether you're in your 20s or your 40s, depending on your alcohol tolerance, bottoms up. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh, that's today, right?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
Hence the Irish coffee.
Yes.
I had to get into the spirit of the holiday. As a functioning alcoholic, this is basically my Christmas.
Good job. Just unwrap a big old box of Hangover. And we will all celebrate today by lifting our glasses high, whatever they contain. Cheers! Welcome back to some Arctis D&D. As is tradition, we find ourselves in the bar of Kozlo's Den, also drinking. We are thematically on point in multiple levels. Our good friend William H. Hoangdoodle will not be joining us today. Hopefully will join us next week for some shenanigans. Do a very brief recap on what the hell is going on and where you guys are off to. After a lengthy trip to the Great Ice Library, you were able to ask Arctis a series of questions in order to potentially save the cosmic dragon from the threat of the Slow. After learning that the Slow was a combination of 2 terrible things, the spell plague from another realm and the venom of Tiamat herself, it seems like it's almost an impossible task to attempt to devise an antidote. However, one thing might be your saving grace, without having you head to the Nine Hells itself. Sitting on the plain of fire, on a lake of oil, is the fabled City of Brass, an extraplanar bazaar run by genies, where you could get things from across the plains as powerful elementals traded and bartered within the plane of fire. However, due to warring and conflict, the fabled bazaar is now closed, and the City of Brass, nestled within the plane of fire, remains a bit of a mystery. However, meanwhile, plane of Earth, it seems like Grabella has some relations with some extraplanar entities herself, as her mother is descended from a Dao, an Earth genie from the plane of Earth. This might confer Grabella some small amount of royalty, as her grandfather is a revered Khan amongst the Dao, a high-ranking leader, and has the ability to confer wishes to those he deems worthy. Now, Grabella, being potentially Earth elemental royalty in a sense, might get some special treatment if she were ever to return to the plane of Earth. And after banishing one of Magmara's high-ranking generals back to the plane, it might behoove you to find her on the plane of Earth and come to some sort of agreement, so the Magmarans within the prime material plane do not overrun completely the city of Vacaris and potentially Maginox itself. The Elemental Lords have retreated almost entirely from the City of Brass, and is now up to you to convince them to return. However, these haughty genies do not get along, and it might take a lot of sweet-talking, finagling, and other means to convince them to get the City of Brass rolling again, and potentially open a line of trade back to the Nine Hells. It is your safest option, aside from delving into the Nine Hells itself and attempting to get Tiamat to bite you, which would, well, probably just kill you outright. And so hopefully opening the City of Brass will allow you to get your hands on Tiamat's venom, devise an antidote for the slow, cure Arctis, allow Lakaris Winterheart to ascend, to destroy the Abishai, save Prismata, and all of the other trickle-down effects that destroying the slow would have on Arctis. Extraplanar activities. My favorite! Now, after some drunken discussion here within Kozlov's Den, you do have a couple of options. In your hands is a mark of fire elemental royalty that you have gotten from the Vault of Vacaris itself. But now that Novus has been subjugated by the powerful entity known as Azrael, Azrael is still learning how to use their powers within the elemental plane of fire, and is not considered a royal elemental lord. No, more like a pretender to the throne. So not many denizens of the plane of fire believe that Azrael should be there. Now, keep in mind, the worship of the Vaki and the population of the Church of Eternal Night is conferring a large amount of power to Azrael. Generally with deities like this, the more worshippers they have, the more powerful they are. But at the same time, if the Church of Eternal Night becomes too powerful, it could become a threat to Maginox as well. That is a double-edged sword. Now, before we begin, we last left off in Kozlov's Den, where, thankfully, you have returned from the Great Ice Library and decided, once again, to enjoy a drink with your friends. Catch up on the things that you have missed in the past few weeks that you've been gone, and, well, it's good to hug your loved ones as they have missed you a bit. Charlindra has told you that things are going somewhat well with the refugees from Vacaris in House Hamaki. Some of them are bristling still at the fact that their home has been uprooted by the Magmarans, but others have turned to the Church of Eternal Night for guidance, as they know little outside of their home, aside from the worship of Novus. With Azrael taking their place, they need something to fill the void. And the Church of Eternal Night is desperately looking for more worshippers. after your trip to the Great Ice Library, and securing the Corinthian seas, trade has returned greatly to Maginox, making it a bustling city, and Kozlo's den has never been busier. You have returned to a fat gold purse that is found within Kozlo's den, and suddenly you find yourselves growing richer and richer within the city, working as intended. Hopefully, nothing terrible will happen to disrupt this new golden age of Maginox. Surely not the simmering anger of the Magmarans under your feet. It is time to return order to the city of Brass. Return magic to Magmara. And find a way to get your hands on Tiamat's venom. You can cure the slow. Grabella, your connection to the plane of Earth will probably be the first place you decide to go, as Rain's elemental magic allows will require some sort of connection to an external plane. Luckily, you are exactly it. Due to the nature of your mother's wish, however, it seems that there is not a lot of love between you and your grandfather and any of the relatives that might sit in the Great Khan's court. That remains to be seen. We now return directly to Kozlo's den. As the night grows long, your arms grow heavy and your vision begins to swim delightfully as a bout of drunkenness has taken over the rest of the party. In traditional Wangdoodle fashion, he has drank too much and too fast and is passed out. Sunny has taken him to a nice, safe location, and the rest of the night is yours to enjoy.
Sorry, DM, how would Sunny carry Wangdoodle?
Like a baby. Like, not a fireman's carry, which would be over the shoulder, like, cradled in his arms, like a small child, nestled up against his bosom.
I think that's how anybody would carry Wangdoodle, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
That's
Wangdoodle's tail,
100%
like,
how Rain would carry Wangdoodle.
his tail, like, curls, like, between his legs onto his tummy, and he's, like, in a little fetal position, just drunkenly snoring away. Most likely returned to one of the Lunesti guards, and then carted back off post Lunesti.
I think I'm still in. It's trying to kick me out.
Oh no. No kicking? Kozlo's Den stocked Doritos base spirit? Disgusting. I will accept cheese-flavored vodka. Oh god. Just saying it.
You'll
makes me
accept
nauseous.
cheese-flavored vodka?
I will. Listen, Doritos is not canon in the Arctis universe.
I think...
We
first
did
of
get
all, that's
mozzarella
bullshit.
sticks, so it could be,
Yeah.
the
Kozlo is going to invent Dorito.
Okay, how about we take the bag of beans and then a bottle of vodka and we infuse the vodka with the beans, but every time they take a shot,
Based spirit, excuse me.
based spirit, based. But every time they take a shot of the bag of beans, something terrible happens.
Like, does a fucking pyramid just shoot out of their chest? This is a terrible
They
idea.
just start vomiting up some sort of pure, delicious liquor that you're probably gonna sell at the bar. You know what? I'm gonna stop giving you ideas.
I do like the idea where Grabella, I feel like, was headed with like the mozzarella sticks. Maybe like everything in Kozlo's
yeah, it's a
Den just
mozzarella
becomes
stick
cheese
infused
themed.
vodka.
Let's get like some cheese fondue in here. Let's get like make a cheese fountain within the middle.
fresh goblin cheese.
I hate that sentence.
Yeah. That
I
is
hate
cursed.
it, but I am curious.
It has its own particular funk.
Oh,
The
God.
green fingers will be known for
Ugh.
explosives and finely aged cheeses.
I think I just threw up in my mouth a bit.
Oh,
See, we have a very effective aging process for our cheese that results in it being much more moist than other cheeses.
You just leave it in the swamp for 1 to 2 years. Allow it to
come
really
throw up in your
infest.
room.
I mean, cheese is made by like just leaving it in a spot where bacteria is going to get to it. So
There's so much bacteria in that swamp, I'm surprised that cheese isn't sentient.
It's one of those
Honestly,
like cheeses
green
from Europe
fingers-
where like the maggots are inside of it.
Oh yeah!
green fingers might as well just be sentient bacteria.
God. Okay, wait.
And even then, the sentience is
Kasumarzu,
debatable.
yeah. That's the sheep's milk cheese that has the maggots in it. That's totally a fucking Coslo thing.
Okay, but like seriously though, if anybody's going to be particularly good at making cheese, I feel like goblins have to be like on the top 5 of that list. Like what you got, like dwarves, goblins, gnomes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Someone at some point in history milked a cow, put it in a bucket, left that bucket somewhere for a couple of months, rediscovered that bucket, and went, that looks kind of tasty. That person was a goblin.
Sunny
I mean,
looking
more
on
or
in
less
horror.
they deal with alcohol, right? Like somebody found a bunch of fruit that like fell out of a tree and had been fermenting for a while, ate, and was like, "This makes me feel amazing."
For about 6 hours, and then the next day is terrible.
Either a goblin or a Swede, one of the two.
Why not both? A Swedish goblin.
Are
We've
Swede
established that
goblins?
Finns are elves. Maybe Swedes are goblins.
This makes
Oh
sense.
my god!
Who else would put a fish in the ground, leave it there for a year, and then later be like, oh yeah, let me dig that up and have a little snack?
Oh my god, the surströmming! Dude, crack that open in Kozlo's den. That is a terrorist attack. All right, everybody.
Really looking forward to coming and visiting in a couple weeks.
Do not bring me surströmming.
No, I'm gonna bring you the guava sauce.
Okay, I already hate this. Why couldn't I make that more palatable? Ugh. What are we gonna sub out the goblin egg yolk for? You know
Probably
what?
like a quail egg.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll accept that.
Or a
Is it a-
Cadbury egg.
No!
Is it an egg laid by a goblin?
Now I really want to use a Cadbury egg.
That's awful.
Fucking hell.
You know what?
I mean, they're in season.
Cherry, stop him.
They have finished harvesting the Cadbury bunny.
I found the
lays
Rice
the egg.
Krispie Peeps the other day. I liked it.
Are Cadbury eggs cheaper than actual eggs right now?
Probably
Yes.
Yes.
a dozen of Cadburys. Make an omelet.
Although I did buy a package of those Cadbury mini eggs, and like a small package was like $6. Like, what the hell is this inflation? Also, best chocolate. Prove me wrong. Those Cadbury mini eggs are insane.
So funny to me that you like those because they're like objectively well known as like trash chocolate.
They're so. I don't understand that how they're
feel
so
like-
good.
Easter candy is the most underrated candy of the year, and it's usually my favorite.
I always stock up on the Cadbury mini eggs. I just get at least like 3 packages of the biggest ones I can find, and I store them in the freezer. They're great. They're just giant
I get
M&Ms.
the like eggs. I forget what fucking brand it is that has like the raspberry marshmallow in it, or it's truffle, or it's marshmallow and caramel. Those like flat eggs. I forget what they're called.
Oh
I
yeah,
made
yeah,
the
yeah.
mistake of living with an English person for several years, and through that discovered that all American chocolate is objectively bad.
Well,
Also
Market.
fair.
sometimes you get addicted to what's not the best.
Yeah, like a Doritos liquor adjacent alternative.
Okay,
See,
his
that's
level
just
of
me
depravity is.
embracing my American heritage as exclusively eating garbage.
I'm sorry, are we a podcast right now?
We are.
It's become a podcast.
Jeez, the
Coslo
post
Rogan.
Arctis podcast.
Oh no, do not put that shit on me.
I will fucking put these demons on you. All right.
No, I want like a jelly bean vodka, because I think like the fucking Easter jelly beans as a vodka would be tasty.
Those wouldn't be bad. Just keep Coslo away from like what are those everything jelly beans that I know he uses for his stream?
Oh, the bean boozle? Yeah,
Yeah.
hell no.
Keep them
Oh.
away from him.
I ate one once because somebody gave a freaking large donation, and I nearly threw up. It was so bad.
Yeah, like, the fucking earwax flavor. Like, bro, I don't know how you do this. But Godspeed.
Self-loathing.
Your your stomach is the strongest thing in this, like, entire party. It's insane. Alright, let us get started. You can drink everything and anything that you want. You can drink your vodka-infused cheese. You can cheese your vodka-infused Dorito. I don't care. But in the bar, you are having a great time. And not in the thoughts of leaving for the plane of fire or the plane of earth are relatively far away. It's good to be home, whether Rain is back in the arms of her husband Eris, or Grabella comforting Charlindra, who's currently sitting in her lap eating a giant bowl of pasta with her hands. Speed. Kozlov's den is bustling, and you can hear all of the patrons outside of the walls to your VIP room. You haven't checked on other aspects of the town, and it is entirely up to you whether you want to do so. But if you want to have a drunken night out or a drunken night in, I'll leave it up to you to decide. But the night grows long, and the drinks are still coming, as Leon Fairstrider is now moonlighting as a server, and is bringing you a steady stream of whatever is available at the bar. And soon enough, things are growing late. What do you decide to do, party?
Rain is just watching Charlindra and Grabella go to town on this big bowl of pasta, just like all hands. And Rain is certainly never going to see pasta the same light again.
Fair. You're welcome.
It's so romantic.
Rain wasn't
as
around
she
for
lifts
the
the
first
fettuccine.
round of this.
She lifts the fettuccine to Grabella's lips.
So you can talk about my stomach and it being solid all you want, but the thought of people hand feeding each other pasta does actually turn it a little bit.
It's nothing but romance on the left side of the couch.
That's what's so gross about it.
As they gaze into each other's eyes. And
It's
all
like
you hear
Lady
is
and the
just
Tramp,
slurping.
but emphasis on tramp.
God.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that was
Rude.
some fucking shots fired.
I apparently chose violence today. I'm mad that I didn't get my Doritos base spirit.
The town
Tell
is
us
yours.
about why you're mad, Kozlo.
I
Quite
didn't get my
literally.
Doritos base spirit.
You're supposed to say it in Kozlo voice.
I didn't get my Doritos base spirit, okay? I don't even know what a Dorito is! Or a base spirit!
Well, I do think we need to do quite a bit of things before we go to any alternative plane or dimension. We need to figure out what to do with this obliteratus, for one. I don't think we should take it around any sneaky genies.
A very good idea, Rain, as she is carrying a literal nuclear weapon in her pocket.
Yeah. Rain just like holds like the obliteratus in front of her, like the fucking soul destroying fucking hammer, and like Grabella and Charlinder are still just like feeding each other pasta. Okay, yep. Rain high fives herself. Good idea, Rain. Yes, you're so smart.
Wang Doodle would most assuredly agree, but he is passed out from drinking.
Yep. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, we definitely need to get to that city of brass sooner rather than later, but I agree, we should probably take care of a few other things first. Cue 13-part montage of everything we do between now and the actual thing we're supposed to be doing.
Gonna need a montage! Montage!
The first half of the montage is actually just us trying to sober up Wang Doodle because he actually has to do more.
Get up, Wang Noodle, you can do it.
It's me and Kozlo. It's like me and Kozlo, while like Grabella holds Wendy with one hand, and me and Kozlo like trying to like stretch his like stuff on him.
How many things can you balance on the kobold before it gets knocked over?
Kozlo inexplicably has a giant, like, old cartoon villain twirly mustache for like 2/3 of the montage, and then it goes away again because he was going through some shit.
It shows his character growth.
Well, we should probably check in at the docks. And maybe figure out what's going on with it. Didn't they say some people was, like, trying to sell merchandise for the giant pyramid thing?
Oh yeah, you and C-Swab are supposed to convince them to pay taxes.
Collect taxes.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not a big fan of taxis, but maybe we can get them to give us a take. That's more palatable.
Rain,
What?
taxes
There's no
are
difference. It's just branding.
taxes are
Also,
needed
like they
in order
didn't give me
to.
a percentage for taxes per thing, and is it based on what they bring in, or are we doing a tariff situation here, or?
Okay, maybe I can help clarify this a little bit. Taxes are a take, but doing it, on the level. It's legal. It's a legal take.
It also pays for your guards and all the other
The funny
Ravens
thing
bloods
about
that are
legality
guarding your
is
castle.
that as the queen, you determine what's illegal and what's not legal.
Right, and I'm saying, get a take, but call it taxes.
I mean, anything's legal as long as you write it down, right, C-Swab?
Correct.
Yeah, that's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Look, Maginox was a wretched hive of scum and villainy and crime before I got here. I'd like to maybe not let it resort to that immediately.
I'm trying to remember what exact state Maginox was in when Kozlo got here.
People were selling blood and body parts for
Okay.
gold in order to fund their gambling addiction.
It's been like 4 years we've been on this campaign.
It's been that long already? Don't say that.
It's been longer for Ascended.
Yeah.
At least for Victoria Vicatus, who spearheaded a lot of the changes within Maginox, it would be visitors come in to visit Maginox, and then they would be exploited for their blood and body parts. The blood which was used to attempt to summon Tiamat within the demiplane, and the body parts just for, well, it's giggles, assembly, desperation. It was,
And she was one of 3 different houses that were summoning demons in their basement. At least.
at least.
So, yeah, maybe we don't go back there. Let's, keep a modest taxation rate. Pay for the fucking roads.
And your guards.
Guards.
And the rebuilding of House Lunesti.
Yeah, and that giant fuck-off pyramid you all dropped in the middle of the docks.
Yeah, possibly to pay back those two those two people who are currently camping in House Lunesti that their houses were destroyed.
Technically, we didn't drop a pyramid in the middle of the docks. It grew out of a bean.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, I'm so sorry. Semantics. But that's your property, right?
Well,
Which means you're
technically
legally
correct is
liable
the best
for the...
kind of correct. Just saying.
Well, that's fine.
I do
but it
have
is-
more beads. Do we want more beads?
We want more
But it does
beads.
mean that you are legally liable for the damages caused by your pyramid, right?
Don't look at me, I'm not a bean.
But the bean was yours.
Kozlo's looks like he's desperately trying to weasel his way out of this conversation.
Right.
Charlindra
So maybe
whispers
let's
to
not push this-
Grabella. If you died and forgot about the Tomb of Beans, would you still owe money on it?
I don't know. It technically belongs to Azrael, who's not even here.
Yeah, it's the
yes.
prophesized one.
So what you mean is that it is property of the Church of Night, which you are all a part of, which means collectively you all own it. See, like, let's not push this particular envelope. Let's just be laissez-faire about these things and go get some modest fucking taxes.
Yeah, all right.
You do have a city to run, and unfortunately, the city both provides and takes a little. Whenever you all decide to sadly put the drinks down and get back to work, you can drunkenly make your way to anywhere in the city you like. Charlindra just pouts at Gerbella and puts the bowl of pasta aside. Oh, work.
Mean.
Do you have any, like, hobbies?
I like eating pasta, hanging out with Gerbella.
Drugs.
Drugs. Occasionally. Not anymore, of course, because I'm being responsible as much. And I don't actually have a lot of hobbies.
I mean, you could come with us if you wanted to.
Aside from my relatively novice knowledge about how to control the flows of lava, I think really my only driving aspiration was eventually opening a hot spring.
Yeah. I still want you to be able to do that.
Everybody's got dreams, right?
If I had a nickel for every time I met somebody in Arctis whose dream was to open up a hot spring, I'd have like 3 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it is weird.
They're so great. You have this, bounty of water underground and these lava flows that crisscross all across Arctis. I mean, unfortunate that some of them have been taken over by the slow, but, they're profitable. People like them. They're relaxing. Plus, it's really cold in Arctis. Where else are you gonna get warm?
He does have some good ideas.
Anyway, I'm
She
just
kinda-
saying, they'd be incredibly profitable.
Rain's just mentally processing that, like, oh man, the Vakarans are in a rough spot, but boy did they dodge a bullet having this person as their, like, leader.
Yeah, Charlindra, really no idea of her royal-blooded past, orphaned, and essentially grew up in the Obsidian Halls. All she's known is school, being a deviant, and maybe one day
Selling
having
drugs.
a dream. Yeah, exactly. And maybe one day having a dream of opening a hot spring, as she has a wild fascination with water.
The
It's just
Vakarans
so different.
they will never know the bullet they dodged.
Yeah, I know I'm not a good leader. In fact, I'm not even a good role model.
Oh, that's not true.
So what do you do for money?
Money?
Well, yes. Presumably you're eating and things, and we're not here all the time, so you can't just come and eat a bowl of pasta.
I may have asked some of Grabella's friends for some coin. They were really nice and gave it to me completely willingly. Probably afraid to make Grabella mad. Is that
Oh,
wrong?
well, it's extortion.
I'm how is it extortion? Grabella is their leader. She saved them from being tortured in Jail Lavare.
Oh, God.
Wait, hold
Right.
on. Maybe I just don't understand the concept of extortion. Wait,
Grabella, maybe we can set Charlindra up with like a little trust fund or something while we're here.
Yeah.
That seems only right.
I do think her idea is good. And maybe it'd be something good for the cards to have to work on. I don't know. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff.
I mean, we do need more front of house staff here at the bar.
See, one of the cultural things about Vakarans is that we've always been really, really reliant on Novus for everything. Now without Novus, I mean, look at me, I don't even know how to make money. Not even something I've really considered. Novus provided basically everything for us. You're probably going to find a lot of Vakarans are in the same boat. They're really lost and secluded, sheltered even. Without Novus or his fiery connection to magic to guide us, to enrich us, we just don't know what to do with ourselves.
There are other ways to manipulate magic, you know, right?
Novus is really all that we've known. All the other ley lines, at least to Vakaris, have been cut off. We've been raised with a knowledge of harnessing the power of fire and magma. I mean, at the very least, we only have a sprinkling of knowledge from the elemental plane of Earth, and most of that has been taught to us to fear the Magmarans because they've been covetous and greedy. Not because, well, Novus directly was responsible of it. He kind of conveniently left that part out.
So you've just never tried to manipulate magic in any other form or facet ever? Just whatever naturally came to you?
Well,
You all lost access to your magic and you didn't try anything else?
I don't think we actually know how to tap the ley lines in any other way. All of our prayers have been beseeched by Novus and answered by Novus or one of his minions. Maybe we just need to be taught. But I wouldn't even know where to start.
Idea. But you start with a book, usually.
A book. I mean, more school?
You went to school, you know what a book is.
Yes, but I did skip some classes, not go to other classes, carefully leave and go to the restroom and not return to my classes.
Rain is just baffled right now, because all she knew about Charlindra is that she, like, came from this, like, world-renowned magic school, and now she's learning that they didn't even learn magic in magic school.
She only learned how to harness the power of fire.
Which she had naturally. So it's really more of a gymnasium than a school, is what we're saying.
Listen, like
one of those trampoline parks.
Yeah, she
Oh
literally she went to the trampoline park every single day and called it school. all of these kids are a truancy case the likes of this world has never seen.
Listen, there was this whole initiative where none of us could fail.
No.
It was called, like, No Vakaran Left Behind.
Rage screams internally, shrivels up, and dies on the spot.
Oh my god.
Sorry, okay. The people who are in charge of your school, the Annalie person, the worms and the things, and help Paya, I was going to say Big Booba Fire Lady, because that's the only thing I've ever heard you say. Paya, she has a name, it's good to know.
Yeah, it's synonymous with Big Booba Fire Lady.
That's how I remember.
Look it up in a dictionary.
Oh, does Paya mean Big Booba Fire Lady in, like, Ignin?
I think so.
I'll have to check on that.
Oh, let's be honest, you've just already admitted that you've never read a book in school. You have no idea.
I took 3 years of Ignin. Thank you, and I know how to say hello, goodbye, and where is the bathroom.
And Big
You
Booba
took
Fire Lady.
And Big Booba Fire Lady.
You went to 3 years of school and all you took was PE.
Oh no, I just took that for 3 years. I've been in school for many more than that.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Like many, many more. What? How long is the average school tenure? Like 20 years? 30?
Charlindra, I'm going to break some news to you.
What's that?
I'm only 20 years old.
What? You're an elf!
Yes. What have you been doing? How old are you?
She on her fingers. Post graduation, I am 74.
I liked the counting on their hands, so like math was obviously also not part of the curriculum.
In the turning of mortal years, of course.
Okay.
I'm still but a wee bab.
I think we need a school, guys.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I can't
we have
judge, I'm not very smart.
we have a church. Why do we need a school?
Now you're relying on something that doesn't exist anymore, that's why.
Look, no shade to Azrael, whom I've met like twice. But is that really, like, have you all met Azrael and you're like, you know who I want to completely dictate every aspect of my life? Does Azrael really instill a whole lot of confidence on that front?
Well,
Don't you want to think for yourself a little bit? Be a little bit self-empowered so the same thing that happened with Novus can't ever happen to you again?
That's the great thing about Azrael. They'll basically do anything you tell them.
thinking
Like, it
for
makes sense for
yourself.
you three, because you're friends with Azrael, you have built-in trust, and Azrael looks fondly upon you all, but there's a lot of people who are looking to Azrael right now. Maybe it would behoove you to, I don't know, develop some of your own skills.
Oh, Grabella, this is ridiculous. Tell me what to think.
I don't think she's wrong. I think you keep so reliant on something that wasn't gonna... Well, it seemed like it was gonna last, because it did, but... Getting you guys some stuff that has nothing to do with relying on a fallible god is probably a good move.
She pouts.
I get it. It's not what you're used to. And it involved a lot of change, but
Did you all talk about
I
all
don't
of this
know.
responsibility and things like work and toil and emotional labor? I'm just not cut out for that.
Is she a Xennial? What is going on right now?
This is literally Charlindra! Doing drugs in his school, do you think she's a top student?
To be fair, I think this is the most, like, in-depth character study we've ever had on Charlindra. Like, this is the first time that we've dipped below the surface layer of that fettuccine.
he's pretty, okay?
Listen, I'm incredibly hot. It's carried me very far in life.
Yeah.
She's like, pasta? She hands it back to Grabella.
Okay,
Open wide.
so I have an idea. I'm gonna put out some feelers. We're gonna get some people together. We're gonna talk about a school. So we'll do that while we're here too. And maybe we won't have a whole bunch of listless millennials wandering around Maginox.
I am 74 or 75 years old and I do not need this.
She is literally 3 times Rain's age and change.
Emotionally, 3 times less.
Rain is horrified.
You'll find that a lot of Vakarans actually kind of think like I do when it comes to this. None of us have really been tried or tempered. We've read about it in school. Vakaris defeating the undead hordes, beseeching Novus for the Obliteratus, protecting each other, building a society revolving around the blessings of Novus, and using our fiery powers to keep what we know, what the undead at bay. We've never really needed anything else. We've had Novus, the salamanders, the occasional access to the plane of fire. Everything has been provided to us. We never really wanted for anything, but we knew the time might come when Novus would require us to serve. At least, in defense of his holdings, after all. But that's why a lot of Vakarans, we've learned how to defend ourselves against dragons, and we're rather, militaristic. Not really knowledgeable about the outside world. We've had enough to worry about from within. Novus's holdings on the material plane, and at least his holdings on the plane of fire, have been all we've ever known.
Maybe it's time for something new?
That's scary.
But
There's
what else are you gonna do?
Oh, there's just a lot of things I don't understand. We're all used to some rigid power structure, Novus at the top, salamanders and his other generals, keeping ourselves safe from the Magmarans, using them as a way to strike fear into us and make us obedient. I mean, I see all this now, but we never would have seen it before. We even became more closed off when we closed off the gates of Vakaris because of, well, now that we know, the encroaching of the slow.
You don't think he did all of that to you on purpose either?
I guess I never really thought about that. We were entirely reliant on Novus for everything. We never really knew that it was purposeful. Now you had all these problems coming in, like the Blood Hag and Slagheart. Just drove us more into being sequestered off from the rest of society, driving us to be even more militaristic. Our focus is on the arts of blade and sorcery, getting along with others.
So you're saying that while we were learning, you were mastering the blade?
I was.
That doesn't work either, because I'm also pretty good with the sword. See, swap. Sorry. Well, hey, I have a really great idea. I'm going to send out some messages, and look, we're going to put together a school. It would be really great if Vakarans had something to do. Literally, in Brain's mind right now, she's just like, I just need to make Vakaran daycare. It's literally what I need to do.
We
We're
should
going to
talk
start
to,
with ABCs.
We should talk to Paya and worm lady whose name I forgot.
Annalie.
How did
Annalie.
Ray remember Annalie?
Annalie, that's it.
And Kozla remembered Paya? How did that happen?
One of
Boobs.
them has a much larger presence in my memory.
Oh, two really big presences.
Two very big.
Huge presents.
Huge tracts of presents.
Huge.
Oh, never change, guys.
Hitties.
Booby.
Okay, because we also have some rather world-renowned artificers here too. I mean, Kalzo is included in that, but we also have Esther T. Tinkerwing, who has written some fantastic theses on various arcane arts. We have Kronos Lunesti, although he is in, cute teddy bear form. I know he's quite adept at various forms of body modification with, technology and things. And
You got that one guy. What's his name? Maurice.
no, we don't talk about Morris. Morris, you know what? Actually, I have to give Morris some credit here. He paid a lot more attention in school than our friend Charlindra here did. So I can't shit out him right now.
He
But I
looks so
mean-
weird, though.
It's the round ears.
It makes me
Like, what-
uncomfortable.
How do they work? How do you hear things with those? They're so small.
Right? Ridiculous. Round ear.
So yes, we'll figure it out. We also have a lovely location for it. The big amphitheater and everything. It's literally right outside of Kozlo's Den and down the street. What is that place actually? What is its real name? Is it
The
the
Crimson Auction?
Crimson Auction? Yeah. The big vacant Crimson Auction that, we don't know what to do with. We'll make it a lecture hall. It'll be great. It'll be fine. Figure it out.
Well, I suppose you could convince the Vakarians to go back to school.
At the very least, we could teach you how to, like, I don't know, Kalzo could teach you how to make fucking grenades, I guess.
Oh, I already know how to make things explode. That's easy. It's the whole putting things back together that's kind of hard.
Well, that's kind of the point, I think.
Listen, I'm just relatively good at 3 things. 1, sleeping. 2, eating pasta. 3, conjuring fireballs.
Doing those things everybody does, though.
Oh.
I've literally
Don't
spent the
belittle my
last hour.
accomplishments.
I've spent the last hour watching you eat pasta, and I don't know by which metric you are measuring it to call yourself good at it.
By volume. Alright, I get it. I'm a sheltered, young, naive, entirely elemental lord reliant Vakaran, yes, but if you broach it like this with the other Vakarans, you're just going to piss them off.
Well, no, that's the point I'm trying to make. You're not just those things. You have allowed yourself to just be those things, but you're not. There's so much more, I assume, there. You have so much more potential.
Is that true? She looks at Grabella with big orange eyes. Do I have potential?
Yeah, maybe we can work on some sort of exchange teaching where you guys teach them all about fire and stuff while you guys learn about the other things.
What an excellent idea. What if after the City of Brass gets re-rolling, we do some sort of exchange program? All of the elemental lords visit the City of Brass. At least they used to. Oh, come on, it could be fun! Why the long faces? I've never seen the plane of water. No, actually, that sounds kind of terrifying. Maybe I should start with...
Yeah, I don't know if you should go to the plane of water.
Mm-hmm.
Me either, really.
Yeah, they're actually quite scary.
I think it'll give you guys a chance to figure out what you want to be, and maybe with all that, you'll figure out how you want to make money and get your hot springs going. Like Kazo said, you could work at the bar.
Oh, it was so much easier when I could just be like, please, oh Lord Rain, please give me what I desire. A big, beautiful, bubbling hot spring.
I mean, I do think you should still encourage everybody to do the whole rain thing, so, we get a happy medium stuff. But...
And I did learn a few things about, how to make tunnels in the ground that won't entirely, capsize when weight is put on them. How to control these magical flows of lava. But kind of all Vakarans can do that. Eventually I wanted to find a nice little flow of lava, put it up closer to the surface of the ground, presumably where some water ran, and let that hot water become a hot spring. And then build around that. That's the dream. That's the idea. Without entirely collapsing all of the earth around it. That requires some knowledge. At least that was my focus in school.
Well, I can't say that Maginox couldn't use a nice spa,
yeah.
but I'm going to have to see some kind of a business plan for that first.
Yes, we tax the goblins!
Nope, that's not quite what I meant. You didn't take econ or anything like that while you were in school either, I assume. Why am I asking these questions?
I didn't take A-con, B-con, C-con, or Econ, no.
Oh my god.
amazing.
But that's how you get money, right? Somebody's hanging out in a place that you own, and you're like, give me money to stay here. Just a small part, and I'll let you stay here. And you're like, yes.
You're describing an influencer now, Shalindra.
I don't know the difference.
You know what? I think we have a great idea here. Maybe you can work on your business plan in the meantime for your hot spring spa, and we'll see where we are after the City of Brass.
Right. I'll have C-Swab draft up all the documents for you immediately.
Are you on?
Wait. I thought you were good at that.
Yeah, but I don't do it for free.
Well, why not?
Because if you're good at something, you never do it for free.
Which is the idea behind the school and everything else. So, you guys have marketable skills? Did I see that right, C-Swap?
Oh, so this is the economy you've been talking about. You just
Yeah.
con people into doing things not for free.
Did you ever give away drugs for free?
No, don't be ridiculous.
Think of it
Why not?
like that.
Well, that's not
His-
true.
Cosmo
I did-
pulls out the bag of blue sand that he still has
Okay,
from way
okay.
back then.
The first one, yes, usually free, and then they come back for more.
Well, it would be like that, but whatever you decide to learn.
I think I'm starting to understand.
Yeah. Which is why C-Swab doesn't do contracts for free unless he's benefiting in some way.
This all sounds so difficult. Maybe I'll just sit
It's
here
called
and...
being an adult. And it's miserable and it sucks and you want to die every day, but guess what? That's life.
Sounds awful. Rebello, I could just take a few coins from your hoard, right? You'd never even know that they're gone.
I do think that my kobolds will get very angry at you.
Just Turtle just pouting.
We'll figure out a bit of money for you, like she said.
Well, while you're gone, maybe I'll read up some books on this economy, or whatever you call it.
Amazing.
And I'll miss you every day.
I'll miss you too. And maybe maybe you'll take up something where you can just keep coming with us after this, whatever next thing we have to deal with.
At the very least, somewhere down in the deep recesses of my fiery heart, I do feel some sort of small sense of obligation for the Vicarans, so I'll keep helping them here as much as I can, but just know I won't control them in any capacity, nor do
I know you don't.
don't really know how to make them happy. You're searching for something far beyond just, hey, it's going to be okay. And you all are much stronger than I am. Less sheltered. But I'll try. I'll do my best. But, you know, Rain, maybe I shouldn't be doing this for free. Maybe you should pay me. You know, taking care of the Vicarans and all.
Well, first of all, you're not taking care of the Vicarans. You've kind of clearly established that bit. And two, I think you're missing a pretty critical part of the equation that C-Swab presented you. If you're good at something,
Yes.
then
Then?
never do it for free. It's the good at something part. You have to get good at something.
Oh. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Responsibility.
well,
Again,
it
the
doesn't-
crushing weight of it coming down upon my head.
It doesn't. You don't have to necessarily. It's not necessarily a responsibility thing. It's just showing up thing, and that'll take you a pretty far bit of the way. This has been like the most sobering moment. Like if Rain was drunk, she is no longer drunk. this whole conversation.
Harsh the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, vibe assassin Rain.
No.
Look, this is really not where I thought this conversation was going, I have to be honest. I'm so sorry, everyone.
I'm sorry. I'm just. You all
Stop
are
saying
so.
you're sorry.
You're so
It's
smart.
fine.
And look at Coslow. He's so industrious. And Seaswap's so skilled and manipulative. And I mean that in a very good way. And Grabella's just strong and beautiful and handsome. And just everything I'm not.
You sold drugs in a school. That's half a way to a business degree right there.
He's not wrong.
She thinks. Oh, I suppose you're right. I mean, minus the whole addictive properties of the drugs and all. Their marketing is just right out.
You think that that's any different than any other big corporation and what they sell?
I don't know.
He's
I
right,
don't
it's not.
see.
Maybe
You
maybe
just
we
gotta-
don't start with predatory business practices right off the gate. Like,
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
we're just giving her something to work off that she
no.
knows.
Like, build her up, yes, but maybe we don't
Yes.
leave there.
No. Right, so. Hot spring.
Well, let's put a pin in the hot springs. Again, business plan first.
Business plan. Are you sure? I mean, I probably could put a lava flow really exceptionally close to Maginox.
Let's business plan, scout some locations, and then we can talk. There's
Right.
permits and things that will be involved.
I'll make sure for Seaswab's sanity that I cross all my T's and dot all my I's. Is that not how it works?
Smart.
All right then. Business plan first. I'll draft something up when I'm feeling a little less drunk. Oh, by the way, you've got the tab, right, Grabella?
Yeah.
I love you.
Me too.
She's just Alexis from Schitt's Creek.
She is.
A little bit Chalindra.
I've not seen Schitt's Creek.
Oh,
okay.
God.
You should.
Maybe I
Definitely
should now.
should.
I haven't seen
It's
either,
it's
so.
very worth it.
Well,
We
now
rewatch
that
it
you've
all the time.
Charlindra being a hot mess and a sheltered hot mess has wowed you with her lack of business acumen. What else are you all doing?
I just need
Oh.
to note briefly, if Charlindra is currently Alexis, then Rain is currently David, in a sense.
No.
Little bit.
Mm,
I have to say, this new booze that you've gotten at the bar is fantastic. What is this, salted caramel port? Can't get enough.
Well, you're gonna
Well-
have to, because it's a limited run.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't want to accidentally make another pyramid.
You do have some more of those beans, right?
Yeah, but it's not a guarantee.
It is quite the opposite of a guarantee.
What's the worst that could happen?
A pyramid in the middle of town
Oh, right.
with an ancient army in it.
Didn't we also get like some planar demigod, and we only lucked out of him not destroying us right away?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grabella made friends with it.
We were
And
like
then it
judged
fucked
on
off.
our existence.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, what?
Yeah, remember the angel thing?
Rain, you've never really fully relayed the tales of the beans to Rain.
Oh, so I have these beads.
Magic beans.
What's that important? If it was important, we all wouldn't be here.
I mean, the beans that made the pyramid, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they made the beer. They made a
Oh,
big bullet. They made some
I'm sorry,
lizard
what?
things.
excuse me, what?
A bullet, yeah. We gave
Hmm.
that to the guy with the fancy restaurant, so better at restaurant stuff again.
So creatures spawned out of your beans as well.
Yeah, including, that weird angel thing that judged us.
Carlindra takes a huge bite of pasta.
I just
Honestly,
remembered something very important.
what's that?
The bean that made the pyramid? We didn't even plant that one.
Oh yeah, I gave that to what's his face, who's now
Larry.
homeless.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He wanted one, so we gave one to him. What he did with it after that is his responsibility.
To be fair, we told him he should figure out what it was before he planted it, because he didn't do that with the Midnight Bloom stuff. And then he went on and, yep.
Honestly, it sounds
So
like
really,
these
we're
beans
the
are
ones that
tainted.
saved Larix from a much worse problem by handling the pyramid thing.
Well, you should document that for in case you ever get sued, I suppose.
What is sued? Is that like
I think
Oh,
she meant to
OD.
say soup.
Oh yes, don't turn him into soup. That's rude.
God damn it, Kazuo.
Oh, okay. You know what? On second thought, maybe you can skip. Don't tell me about the beans, ever.
Yeah, I have a feather from the angel thing.
She pulls it out and shows it.
Ooh, Eddie.
no,
Honestly,
but-
it's probably highly likely that those beans have been tainted by the snow. I mean, look at them. They're all crazy. They do insane things when you put them in the ground.
I don't want to hear any more about the beans, please. Plausible deniability, thank you.
I have more.
La 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 la
Gravella will
la.
hold out the bag of beans.
Ooh, how many do you have left?
I don't know. Hold on. I have it written down somewhere.
I mean, that's just infinite profit, right? We just plan to be.
I feel like it's like 6.
See? We could just plant one of these tiny little things and make another pyramid, maybe, I don't know, a little bit out of town, and put all the Vaki into it. There, homelessness solved.
Rain pulls out a spray bottle, just like squirts Charlinder. No, stop.
Oh, God,
You have
water!
a dip-
Ah!
You have your own business plan to work on.
I thought I was curing homelessness.
Stop. Spray.
I'm drowning. Ah, God, anything but that.
I don't know where the spray bottle came from. Rain sets it back sheepishly on the table.
Prestidigitation or something.
Sure, yeah, we'll go with that.
Right. Stick to the plan. Business plan first. Altering the magical flow of lava that naturally occurs under Arctis second. Noted.
After approvals and permits. Yes.
Ugh, all this complications.
Yes, so you don't destroy the city.
Right. Only a small chance that would happen, right? Perhaps.
Let's make it a 0 chance.
Ugh.
I know. People's well-being and livelihoods, it's so exhausting. This is literally my everyday. Why do you think I go off gallivanting and murdering fucking hellish monsters and demons? Because I don't want to deal with this shit.
So, not for fun and profit.
No.
No, the fun and profit, unfortunately, has long since passed.
Well, Charlinder finally stands up and puts the bowl of pasta on the table. All this talk of responsibility and writing has made me... Oh, she burps. Very, very tired. Grappella, I know you have some things to do, but I'll see you back at House Lunesti? All right, everyone. It's been enlightening, perhaps even enkindling. I'll see you later, dear. Toodles!
I didn't think anyone still said toodles.
Charlindra leaves. Apparently, all this talk of responsibility has exhausted her.
Fair. Same.
On one hand, cannot blame her. On other hand, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Whew. All right, team. What's your next plan?
You all want to go to the docks? Or do you want to do some shopping since it's right outside? And then the docks?
Shopping. I don't know,
Yeah, it sounds good. I know we need to get a bunch of potions.
Yep.
Yup.
We should get like Grabella like one of those bandoliers or something. Or maybe one of those hats so you can just put potions in and she just sippy sips out of it.
Like those beer can hats you get at the stadiums?
Yeah, got a healing potion hat. Yeah.
Excellent. Alright, drunkenly, some of you begin to step out of Kozlov's VIP area back into the bar proper. The bar is busy, and you pass numerous tourists playing cards. You can hear the soft voices of people in the rooms to the north. The bar is bustling.
It do be bussin'.
It do be bussin'.
Ah, look, the Queen of Maginox is here.
Oh my
No,
god,
no,
is
no.
that the queen?
Totally not the queen. I'm in disguise. There's no queen here.
I was right, she is wearing a disguise.
She is.
Shit, oh yeah. Huh?
She's dressed as
I must be
Sibyl Ackroyd.
confused.
Yeah, totally confused. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Hey, Grumpus, we're gonna head back out, but, see if you can figure out how to take, like, cheese and turn it into, like, a chip, and then make a booze that tastes like that chip.
Wait, hold on a second. The last thing you wanted me to do was deep fry cheese and then serve it with a tomato sauce.
Yeah, you did great on that.
I mean, we are still experimenting with that. Now you want me to turn it into some sort of chip? You mean like
Maybe once you
flatten
got
it?
once you got the cheese sticks figured out, just figure out how to make that be a booze. We'll skip the chip step.
cheese booze? You mean like a cheese beer? You want like cheese?
Sure,
Rum,
go
cheese-
nuts. Experiment, creative license.
Cheese-based spirit.
Yeah.
I'll get on that once we hire couple other waiters for your bar. We're still in agreement on that, right, Kozlo?
Yeah. And if Shalindra applies, just be real careful with the interview. Like, be real sure if you're gonna hire her.
Wait, hold on. You want me to tell her no? I would tell her no.
She can serve it the least, Kozlo. Come on.
Sorry you're not here right now.
Please leave a message.
just be sure if you're gonna hire her. I'm not saying don't hire her, just be sure. She's a little, I don't know if she knows math, and that seems kind of important.
Oh, right. Maybe I'll just pick somebody, that might be a little more responsible. I'm sure
You do
Charlindra's
you,
real nice.
Rumpus.
All right, boss. Be safe. I mean it. Cheese-based beer.
That's brilliant.
I was just grumbling to myself. Later, boss. You're full of smart ideas. They're all good. Bye, everybody. Come back soon. Go step on the door.
Bye, Sonny. Hope you get overtime. Oh, jeez.
There, one moment, please. I'll put your tokens back on the map.
Is it more purple now? Is this new?
Does seem notably more purple than I remember.
It changed to a little more purple than red when Rain was crowned queen. It has been that way since then. It is signifying the Lunesti coronation. And the purple has remained since.
I do remember that.
Brand synergy.
Brand center?
Brand. My brand.
Oh, brand. You said brand synergy. My brain interpreted that as France energy.
France energy. Close.
We'll allow it.
Hello, hello. Now, these streets are a little bit less populated than when they were during your coronation. Most of the people are happy being in one of the bustling buildings, Coslow's Den, or the Bad Bat Inn across the street. The other stores, you have some people filtering in and out, but the rest of the street vendors who are taking advantage of the coronation have retreated to their covered buildings, at least for now.
So they're in the bar building?
They're in the Bazaar.
How bizarre! How bizarre!
Bazaar.
Is that this over here?
Is.
I thought so, but I couldn't remember.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
We've been here before, right? I do remember this.
You have.
Okay.
Most of the vendors that were once outside, this is their permanent place. Sometimes they move outside when the crowds are good, in order to facilitate transaction. Ah, Screaming Scrolls, a classic. Welcome to Screaming Scrolls. Please, take a look at everything I have to offer. Everything.
There are definitely a couple potions there that you probably want, Grabella.
Hello. Welcome to the Potion Geist. It is me, the Potion Geist. Tell me what ails you today. Your corporeal form is so prone to accidents. Let me fix them for you. Have you ever wished to take on the form of water? Why, I can make your body as liquid as you like. You would be invisible within a body of water. Does this not intrigue you?
Invisible in a body of water?
Yes, your form becomes aqueous, watery in itself. You become water. Go on, take a look. I see you're not the chatty types. If there's something in particular you're looking for, myself or my companions here would be able to help. Hello, welcome to Screaming Scrolls!
Hey, oh yes, trying to read some of your scrolls.
Yes! Let me tell you about the new products!
Okay.
Why, we've got a new scroll directly from Vicaris called Magma Spray. It does exactly what it says. Sprays magma?
That seems pretty cool. I mean,
Hot.
it's really hot. Yep, mm-hmm.
You're so funny.
You're so deeply unsettling.
I just can't stop screaming about my prices. What about this one? The Gift of Gab. Unable to carry a conversation? Just ensorcel your friends, and they'll never stop chatting.
Sorry, did you just say just incel your friends?
No, ensorcel!
Oh, okay.
Yes, we find the other ones are quite not talkative, and they don't like to talk to the females. Perhaps give one of the incels the gift of gab, and maybe they'll learn how to talk to women.
You have so many mind-altering and mind-affecting spells.
How kind of you to notice! Many of these spells do not work on the undead, so they tend to be very popular in places like Maginox.
Oh.
Am I only attuned to 2 things right now?
You have 3 things currently.
What's the 3rd thing? I see the soul hook on the
Soul Hook
shield.
Shield. It's... Isn't it not required? You sure?
This says I can doff this armor as an action. What does that mean?
Remove it. The opposite of dawn. I don't actually see your 3rd
I think it
attunement
was the
slot.
luck stone, but somehow it's unattuned. I'm just, there's a really cool armor here, but I'd have to sell a lot to get it, I think.
Well, that does say attunement required. I think that might be your 3rd one.
No. Its etherealness armor is nutty.
Yes, you're looking at the pinnacle of Umbrallan.
And I would probably have to sell the shield and something else. And the shield is pretty decent.
We're also about to go to the plane of fire. That
Oh.
immunity might come in handy.
Corbella, you
Yeah.
cannot wear plate. You can only wear light or medium armor.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. I don't have the ability to do spike stuff anymore, so...
Go on, take a look. Let me know if you have any questions.
But in that case, I don't think there's... anything in here I could order.
Some of these potions, it's saying when I drink this potion, I gain the effect of the hidden spell. And I don't think it means like literally a spell called hidden. I think I can't see what spell it's trying to say.
Oh, which potion? I can see it.
Clairvoyance, heroism.
Yeah, it looks like it just works just like the clairvoyance spell. I can link it in it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It just like it says you gain the effect of the, and it has like an eye that's like slashed out, a hidden spell. So I apparently can't see whatever spell that is.
For clairvoyance, you create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you. The sensor remains in place for the duration, not be attacked or otherwise interacted with. When you cast the spell, you choose seeing or hearing, and use the chosen sense through the sensor as if you were in its space.
What's the heroism one? Is that haste?
For 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary HP, and you're under the effects of the Bless spell.
Oh, bless. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes, tell me if you have any other questions. I'm dying to answer them. No, not even a chuckle. Ah.
I like when we go on a shopping trip in Maginox, and it's like you go to like any Halloween themed like amusement park or haunted house or whatever, and it's the actors just standing around making all of the dead jokes.
Go on. Fill up your bags with whatever you need for your next adventure. Maginox is full of danger, excitement, intrigue. Certainly one of these potions will go a long way to protecting your meat-like form. Why, this one, a cool sip of it will make you as strong as the giants from the frozen north. Have you ever battled a giant from a seer? The fabled frost giants are legendary, nigh unkillable, renowned for their strength. They could pick up entire glaciers and huck them at you as if they were nothing. Although the kind lady next to you looks like she could huck a glacier of her own without breaking a sweat.
She's very strong. The last time she drank one of those potions, she was pretty fucking impressive, actually. Not that she's not normally impressive, of course.
What about this? If you are lacking romance in your life, I have a filter of love. It's charming, to say the least.
Adamtis.
And no, not lacking in the romance option. And perhaps prevent yourself from turning into a spectre like me and consume this potion of invulnerability. It'll make your skin as hard as a rock and make you nigh impenetrable. Most natural weapons. I hear it tastes sweet, like dragon fruit.
I'm gonna shop around for a minute, but I might come back.
Very well. And what of you, my strong-looking lady?
Tinkerbella just said she was using the bathroom real quick.
Good.
Hello, hello, welcome to Talabrina's Trinkets. I'm Talabrina, and this is my shop. Don't be shy, we've collected things from all around Polaris just to bring them here to you today. Am I right? You'll see my friend, Mortal Devices. He has a plethora of things at his disposal
Things good for mere mortals. Now to my left, we have repossessed armors. Not just possessed, they're repossessed. Again, it's a ghost joke.
Wait, does that mean that they came off of somebody who died?
I think questions like that would be far better suited to the proprietor of the shop. What do you say? Do they come off of corpses? If they've been turned into a ghost, are they technically dead? They are still with us, spirit. Ah, I love loopholes.
I'm just saying, if it's armor that you got from someone who died, clearly the armor wasn't that great.
Well, armor can help most things, but not all things. Armor won't protect you from starvation, for example. Hello, dear. Welcome to Talabrina's Trinkets. And welcome to the Bazaar.
Hello.
We have so many things in stock, fresh supplied directly from the Maginox stocks. Had a delightful influx of fire-related things from Vicaris. Please come check them out.
Actually have this thing. Are you interested in any purchases?
What do you have, my dear?
I have this amulet. Oh, good. Because it shows up as free on the sell, so I assume it doesn't have a sell price.
Ah, and what does this delightful little amulet do?
Well, you, I actually have to read it now. Remember what it does. Oh, it's like a dimension door. Oh yeah, okay. It works kind of like the dimension door spell. You can spend a charge and teleport yourself and anything you're wearing to within 100 feet of you. In fact, you don't even have to be able to see it.
Interesting. You detect a strong aura of magic around this skull.
It's particularly useful if you are undead. There's some drawbacks if you are of the living variety.
Well, lucky for you, we've got a plethora of undead here in Maginox. Let me take a closer look.
Who am I talking to right now? Is this Talabrina?
Talabrina, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. It does resonate more heavily with the necrotic aspect. I think I could find a reborn to purchase this. Tell you what, make me an offer. Keep in mind, it is only mostly useful for those of the undead persuasion. You know, vampires and reborn and umbrellans and the like.
How useful it is that we are in an entire city of undead.
I agree. So you'll find the best deals here at Talabrina's Trinket.
What about 2,000 gold?
How about 1,500? Do you want to make a persuasion check?
Do I?
You? Or do you accept her 1,500 gold coins?
So you swap over the the mind. Telepathy's gonna be like, just tell him it's take 2,000 and you won't tax him at a higher percentage point.
She's in disguise.
She is in disguise.
Then I will tell them that.
Sorry, my cats are going crazy. Take 1,500, sure. Actually, I'll tell you what. How about 500 gold, and you throw that toadstool circle spell over at Screaming Scrolls in?
Let me go talk to Screaming Scrolls. Excuse me for a moment.
I don't remember exactly what that was, but I think it was like in the 1,000-something range.
Yeah. Tell you what, I think you have a deal.
Excellent.
Let me just grab that from you real quick. Da-da-da. Just rummaging through your pockets. Yes,
Rummaging through.
And then you get this fancy... Rain, go ahead and subtract 500 gold from your inventory.
Oh no, I was saying I would sell it for 500 plus the scroll. Make part trade, part sale.
Oh, you didn't want to do 500 gold. Okay, I get you. Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's acceptable.
This person went to the same school of business as Charlindra.
And let me just put that right in your bag here for you. One of toadstool ring.
Mostly wanted to cover the cost of scribing the scrolls. Lovely. It's perfect.
There you go. Thank you for your business. I'm sure we'll put this amulet to good use.
I hope so. Thank you so much.
Of course, come back to the bazaar again soon.
Anybody else making some purchases?
I bought this cool pole.
They had 2 supreme healings and 1 regular. So
I'm sorry, you said a cool pole?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kozlo pulls out the pole of collapsing.
Oh.
I don't know that I really need it. It's just cool.
I mean, you could whip it out and, I don't know, use it as like a walking stick? I don't know. You could pretend to be old and crippled and...
It's very long, though.
Well, that's probably true.
But
You can use it
sometimes
as
I
pole
need
vault?
to poke something that's 10 feet away.
It's true, he's got tiny arms.
Or you could use it to vault over, like, a small creek.
Kozlo will step over, activate the pole from here,
Bang!
poke
Rain,
at
you're
Rain with it a little bit.
Poke, poke, poke.
Okay.
See?
It's got a little tiny hand on the end.
I'm
He
so
will
happy
shrink-
for you.
Shrink the pole again.
I also might buy this invulnerability potion. Seems kind of useful. You know what? I'm gonna buy that.
Very good, very good. Protect your mortal form from things that want to bring you mortal harm. Thank you very much for your kind contribution. A true businessman.
That's me. Business.
What
Business.
does the potion of clairvoyance actually do?
It allows you to cast the clairvoyance spell.
Nah. I'm gonna look that up.
Didn't link it in chat first.
It's the thing she was describing earlier that like basically lets you see in a spot or hear in a spot that you know of.
Cool. So it's like kind of like a scry.
Yeah,
Essentially.
like a limited scry. But Kozlo has a spider scry, so
Spider scry. Spider scry. Alright, well, do you want to go down to the docks then next?
Yeah, let's do that.
Thank you. Come again to the Bazaar. Or you can find the bazaar.
How bizarre at the bazaar.
Kozlo beat me to it.
Every time I look around.
Every time I look.
That song's actually just playing on loop in here.
And now you can just merely step out the door and go back to the world map. How convenient.
Don't think
Just if you have to open
We
it
cannot.
first, just open the door.
Is it not open?
It's
Looks open to me.
closed. There you go.
That's
how
weird.
you open a door? I actually don't know.
How?
So we're going to the docks. Man, we can go to House Sticks. Yo, you've never even been to House Sticks, have you?
Why would I want to go to a house made out of sticks?
Well, it's not made out of... Well, I suppose it's about all that's left. We did kind of burn it down.
House of burnt sticks.
House of Burnt Sticks now. Yep, you're right.
I've gone blind.
Ah, 1 second. Ah!
That is a bright pyramid, though.
Holy.
Unless
My
I
screen's
don't-
just black.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because your tokens aren't on the board. 1 second.
Give me one.
The teal, purple, and yellow scheme of this gives me big, like, 90s Yikes Eraser vibes. Do you remember Yikes Erasers and, like, pencils and stuff?
Oh yeah, those were like you put those in your Trapper Keeper.
Yeah.
And Drink Surge and Shasta.
Oh my god.
Love
Oh, it's
Surge.
Greg and Karen.
Outside
Amazing.
of the giant pyramid that has taken over the middle of town are 2 specters guarding the door from anyone who is not supposed to enter the Tomb of Beans.
My
And they
screen
will
is just
forever
black
stay
still.
there.
Your screen is still black. I'm gonna put your token back on the canvas. 1 second. Okay, you're on the canvas. Can you see your token?
Nope. Is there any way like I can maybe like I scrolled away from it? Is there a way I can like center myself back on it?
Normally you can tab through any tokens you control, but I would refresh if you can't see anything.
Yeah. Like
I'm
I
not
have
actually
my
trying to pickpocket the vendor.
I have my like
Even
I
though
have
I
all
did
the other like
see-
controls and stuff. I just
Yeah, you should try and refresh, because your token's on the board.
refreshing.
I accidentally grabellaed the vendor.
Wow.
No!
To be fair, he does have the name Vendor. Feel like he was asking for it.
Mhm.
I did not see where y'all went.
To the left.
Did you go in the
Um,
pyramid?
Left,
No.
No, past the pyramid.
Okay.
You'll find it. There you go. I like that Greg and Karen are last order they were given by Azrael was to guard the front of that pyramid. And they will forever guard the front of that pyramid
Oh.
because Azrael's not here anymore to give them another order.
I don't know
There we
why I keep trying to pickpocket this guy.
I don't know why double... Can you see now, C-Swell?
Yeah. Did you guys go into the pyramid?
No.
I
Just
see
left.
Rebel. I see Rebel. I see Rebel. Yeah.
I see Grabella. I see France.
Wow.
ICC
see
swaps
Cosmo's
underpants.
Ah,
Jesus
Jinx!
Christ.
You want me a Shasta?
No, I need.
Hey, welcome to Maginox.
Here we have the Great Pyramid of Maginox. Behold. He gestures to the giant pyramid behind him. There it is. What do you think? Are you not entertained? Are you not impressed? Well then, take home a little bit of Maginox. Why, I've got the best deals anywhere. Take a look at this Maginox pyramid keepsake. Look at it. It's like a small version of the pyramid. In fact, we took rubble from the destroyed homes and a little bit of rubble from the pyramid itself, and we squished it into a vaguely triangular shape. And now we bring that shape to you. Pyramid.
So Seaswab is definitely gonna like pull out like some parchment, and he's gonna like walk up to the little like pyramid pieces. He's gonna like kind of like grab one, look at it, kind of like toss it back in. Come over to these torches, look at them. Oh, how much you selling these little guys for?
Why, we are offering tours to be TBD, time to be determined.
I
Of
know
the
TBD,
tomb
TBD.
behind you. That's right. You can enter the pyramid. And you should be armed with a light source if your eyes are, non-functional in the darkness.
Oh,
We offer
I'm very
these-
interested.
Eh?
Yeah, I want to take a tour. How much?
Well, we're putting everybody on the reservation list right now, and to reserve your spot is only a meager 100 gold pieces.
What's the wait list looking like?
It's real long, kid, real long. So, but listen here, you look like a smart boy. I've got a fast pass. That's right. You can get in the line faster. And that's only 250 gold.
250 gold for a fast pass, huh? I like that. How much for a little souvenir rubble pyramid thing here?
If you take a tour, don't panic. You get a free pyramid keepsake.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's 5 gold.
Now that's value.
All right. That is value. And then my last question is, who authorized you to give these tours at those prices?
Oh, why I did. Yeah, I've got the best prices in town. In fact, I'm making these little pyramids myself. They're handcrafted with love.
Seaswab is gonna like kind of like pull like the arm of his cloak up to show his Maginox like merchant's ring or whatever it is. And he's gonna like kind of like stroke his beak like in a very obvious of like, look at my ring, but I'm not trying to make it obvious that I want to show you my ring. I'm like, oh, it's really great deals you got going on around here.
Oh, yeah, we're just, oh, hey, that's a mighty fine ring you got there, pal. Boy, that sure is one of them, merchants guild, seals, ain't it?
You want to see 2 more?
Oh, hey. Well, nice to meet fellow businessmen and business ladies. You are all looking very fine, very rich, very affluent today.
Very wondering how you got into this pyramid.
Oh, no, don't be ridiculous. I'm not going anywhere near those 2 little ghosties hanging out outside. I'm just, you take a big block off of the pyramid, and then it's made of sandstone and crumbles. It's very soft, and I am not going in anywhere. I'm just using the rubble. In fact, I'm cleaning the streets. Keeping them nice and sparkly clean. Look at all these rocks. There's all this detritus I got in this box.
Caesar's gonna kind of smirk to himself and go, I hate to say it, but I kind of wish Charlinder was here for this. And he's gonna look at the guy and he goes, I'm gonna go, okay. I'm gonna ask you one more time.
Yeah.
How many people do you have on the wait list paying 100 gold to get into this fucking pyramid?
He pulls out a scroll and looks it over.
74?
74. So you got 7,400 gold of a wait list here. I mean,
Yeah, no refunds.
the crown is not without reason. The crown doesn't necessarily put an end to any entrepreneurship going on within Maginox.
Yeah, I'm cleaning up the rubble, keeping the streets clean, keeping it rock free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta make a living for yourself. You got mouths to feed. I get it.
Exactly, big hungry mouths.
Big hungry mouths. That's right. You're gonna need probably 15% less mouths to feed.
Sorry, did you just threaten to murder his family? Or 15% of his family?
What do you...
I meant it more as a 15% cut of what you're bringing in.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
mean?
Yeah,
What do
that's...
you mean by that?
It wasn't a murder threat. It was a. This was clearly a Charlindra lesson in extortion that she's not here for. Although it's not extortion when you're doing it on behalf of the ruling class.
Well, and the people that own the pyramid.
Yeah, boy, I sure do understand you merchants guild. You guys
See, so I was gonna walk over here and like grab a torch and like kind of toss it to Grabella as clearly like as a weapon and be like, we're gonna do a little bit of rebranding. It's not gonna be just a it'll be a different tour from the one that we already trying to set up. So maybe we do a behind the scenes tour.
Oh yeah. What does that entail?
You can tell whatever you want. I really don't give a shit. But it's gonna cost you 15%.
Oh, right. Yeah, does that confer me all the assorted benefits of being a part of the Merchants Guild?
Well, I think that's just your tax rate, actually.
What taxes?
Well, then you have to negotiate with the actual owners of this pyramid about, entering and exiting the pyramid for your tours, right?
Yeah, but nobody actually owns the big pyramid, right?
You're
People just
mistaken.
like goths just last oh, that's where you're wrong, buddy.
Listen, I ain't seen no ownership decree of said pyramid. If you could bring me that, it's like some sort of proof of that you own this, then I am much more willing to work with you. Otherwise, it's sounding a little bit like a shakedown. And,
You can sound like whatever you want.
You know what?
But I can tell you this. We do know the owners, and if we want to bring them down there and start this, there'll be no gold for you. There'll be no tour for you. And that's 7,400 gold. You're going to have 74 people coming back when they don't get their tour.
Listen, buddy, I understand that you're a part of this big Maginox Merchants Guild or whatever, and you pay your dues. Right. Listen, bud, I'm just selling rocks. I mean, they're pyramid rocks, but they're just rocks. And nobody owns...
tours you don't intend to give.
Yeah, I've formed these rocks with my bare hands themselves, make them look like little pyramids. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't taking nothing from nobody. And listen, ain't nobody owning this pyramid. Now, unless you are bringing down the Queen of Maginox here to tell me that she owns this pyramid, I'm afraid I'm not super interested in doing business with Merchants Guild.
Alright, let me explain something to you one more time since you're not getting it. If I bring the queen down here, which by the way, is 100% possible, and when I bring the queen down here, if you make me get that point, you can sell goblin shit down to the street for all I care, but that's the only thing you're gonna be selling, because there'll be no pyramid-shaped rocks.
C-Swab, you can make me a intimidation check with advantage.
That is control.
If you click on it, it'll prompt you now again.
Just clicked on it, didn't give me anything.
Oh.
That's fine. I didn't want to intimidate him. I kind of like the alternative option anyway.
Right, you were friends with the Queen of Maginox. Right. Listen, as much as I appreciate a good, solid shakedown by you and your flunkies here,
I'm not hopeful today either.
listen, I get
this
it.
is looking like that Call of Cthulhu game.
Where did
Oh, no.
Grabella's token go?
I think Grabella just yeeted herself into the abyss.
I don't know how I did that.
I heard a button press and then I saw Grabella disappear.
I still see Grabella.
I just put her back on the
here now.
canvas.
Oh,
Listen. I appreciate a good, solid shakedown just as much as another goblin. You're doing a great job. You're doing fantastic, making all the threats that you need to. You're very poignant to get your point across, right? But listen, this is everybody's pyramid. I'm just trying to make an honest living. Ain't taking nothing from nobody. Cleaning up the streets, doing a good job. I could. You just at this point just pack up, move on down the street. But 15%, awful high. And I got all this demand, you see, and that's gonna go with me. So
C-Swab has the biggest grin on his face right now as he's saying this, just like, yeah, absolutely.
why don't we make it a nice, reasonable, I don't know, 7%?
I tell you what, because I'm in a good mood right now and I'm coming down from a great buzz, we're gonna make it an even 20 for the fact that I'm gonna go get the Queen of Maginox here, and if she allows you to keep this place, which is a big if after this point, if she allows you to keep it, it's gonna be 20.
I like you. You a tough boy. I heard you boys got like hollow bones, but you solid bones. I'll bite. Y'all beak. Probably not a lot of bite. You bring down the Queen of Maginox. You bring her here. You just bring it. Or even the king. In fact, bring them both. But I appreciate a good shakedown. Listen, are you a gem vendor? Are you a sandstone vendor? Do you also sell pyramid-shaped tchotchkes? I don't understand the hate. We could all work together, work to lower taxes and Maginox, We don't need to be paying some royal schmucks. Be doing our business here. This is a free market. Right? I'm sure, you and me, we could get together, have a couple beers, talk about other duty-free duties we could be dutying together.
You'll be dutying in your own pants if you don't take the 15% right now.
C-Swap, make me one less persuasion check with advantage. Not perception. There we go. Not performance, the other P ability, sir. Holy shit!
There we fucking
he
go.
rolls until he gets a 20.
Words are hard to spell.
He looks at you. Looks between your eyes, looks you up and down, looks at the group, looks at Grabella like at least 3 times.
Hi.
15%.
15.
All right, merchant. Y'all's driving a hard bargain. The only thing that's hotter is that lady's arms. I mean, by the gods, look at them.
Yeah.
Grabella does a little mini
I'm really
gun
glad
show.
that sentence ended the way I didn't think it was gonna.
Guys, stop it.
That'll be 1,100 gold, please, on your pre-sale.
My resale profits.
You're at 100% profits right now. Maybe 90 with the fact that you made rocks.
All right. 1,100 gold, but you get rid of those ghosts sitting outside the door. I'm cramping my style. I'm never gonna weasel a tunnel into this big ass pyramid over here if I got 2 ghosts guarding the actual entrance.
I'll see what I can do.
Over the pond. Do you all actually want him to tunnel in the side of your pyramid?
Probably not.
See, so I don't think he can actually do it anyway.
Do you want to find out?
Listen, the pre-orders are only good until I can actually get this tunnel going. I mean, where do you actually think I got all these rocks from? That's right. The tunnel. I can't get around the ghosts. I hate ghosts. It's scary. It's spooky.
I don't know.
All
I
I'm
think you
hearing are
should
a lot of-
negotiate. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. We can negotiate. All right.
I was gonna say, I think you should negotiate to give him actual access to the pyramid
So,
No.
and
listen,
take a cut of his profits.
as much as the thrill of crawling through a dry-ass tunnel is for the tourists, it's not very grand, right? Especially when they see the entrance and they're like, "Ooh, what are those spooky ghosts doing there?" And I'd be like, "No, we gotta take the back door." And it seems a little, sus. So,
Yeah, I wonder why.
Not legit.
so, sure, to take the pre-orders, but get rid of the ghosts. That's all I ask.
He's why I was struggling to find out how, like, all the bad business decisions he's made is somehow his. Like, you took pre-orders into a tunnel you didn't have access to? Like, that's...
No, he's making
Crazy.
the tunnel. He's got access to it. He's just digging out a fucking hole in the pyramid.
Right?
Who put the ghosts there? Because I do not remember.
That's real.
Asriel.
Oh, ooh. Ah,
You could pray about
I
it.
can pray to Asriel. That's true. All right. Well, what was your name again?
My name's Trixnix.
Trixnix. Interesting. Trixnix, I tell you what. You're gonna get me another 100 pre-orders, and I'm gonna make sure that the ghosts allow you full access, no tunnel required, into the pyramid, and you will be my official pyramid tour guide.
Wow. An official title. Wait, I'm sorry, how many pre-orders?
I need at least another 100.
I don't have any marketing materials. Just my 2 hands.
C-Swab's gonna take the parchment out that he had, and he's gonna like stamp it and sign it and hand it and like write like Trixnix official Maginox pyramid tours.
That's real fancy. Oh, that signet definitely makes a real nice mark. Very official. Wow, official pyramid tour guide.
The next time I come around, I want 100 more pre-orders, and I want my 1,500 gold available, or whatever it is. 100. I can't do math. Whatever 15% of that is.
Okay. Right. Sure. The pyramid, it sells itself. It's great. All right. But what will really help me sell it if Use gets me a tour of the pyramid so I know what's inside. Then I can sell it a little bit better rather than the fantasy of the pyramid. I've got a great spiel right now. It's great. It's selling, but I actually don't know what's in there.
Well, we have some other pressing business we got to take care of first, but I can arrange a tour and what will be available to the general public because there's parts of the pyramid not everybody's gonna get to see. That's just how it works. But I'll get you parameters set up, and we'll make sure that the ghosts don't bother you, and that you'll have access to everything you need to have access to.
Now that is a deal.
And C-Swab will like shake his hand and like toss the rock back in the fucking pile.
No wonder why the Maginox merchants are Arctis renowned. I have a hard bargain.
Only hard for you, really.
Not as hard as these sandstone bricks.
Gross!
Well,
Oh, never mind.
Jesus Christ.
if I get a real good look, just a little inkling of what's going on in that pyramid, I will scream it across the streets of Maginox, and you will have people flocking in here if they just can get an idea of what is in the mysterious pyramid. Right now, I'm just selling them, fluff, lies, misconceptions. I could sell them the truth.
Yeah, I mean, sell them whatever you want. That's your responsibility now, tour guide.
All right, all right. Just, give me a first look, and I'll sell you tours until the end of time.
So I was just like, all right, whatever. I can't do your job for you.
Thank you, servants of Maginox Merchants Guild. Drive a hard bargain. Do have a cool pyramid. Here, free tchotchkes on the house.
He will drop 4 Maginox keepsakes. Maginox pyramid keepsake on the ground times 4.
Did he give you my 1,100 gold or whatever it was? Hold on, what was the math on?
You said 1,100. I don't know.
15% of 7,400.
Let's see. Hold on.
The 15% of 7,400 is 1110.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
11.
it is. He will also give you the pre-order money. 1,110 gold. I will add it to your inventory.
Add it to Rain's inventory because I'm just going to toss it to Rain. It's like, here you go.
Okay, Rain, you want to add 1,110 gold to your inventory?
Sure.
Okay.
Taxes, yay!
Yay, taxes!
Taxes!
There's poor Trellinger could have got an excellent extortion lesson and a tax lesson all in one.
There you go, free pyramid keepsakes made of genuine pyramid. Yeah, look at how pretty they are. I made them.
Rain will not take a pyramid keepsake.
Season's not taking one either.
I just cleaned out my bag of holding. Lovely though.
Kozlo will take theirs.
There you go. See? Perfect paperweight. For all them papers that are weighing you down.
All right. Well, this was productive.
There you go. All right, down to the docks.
I'm very glad and appreciative, by the way, Seaswab, that you did not establish the precedent that the Queen herself has to come down to demand people pay proper taxes.
Hey, wait. I can't be the only one that you shake it down around here. There's definitely another guys on the south side selling more shit.
Is there really? Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let him get away with doing shit for free. And of course, I've got the best beachfront property here. Of course, you guys see me first, but you don't see that schlub in the south. Yeah, go fucking shake him down for money.
I see 2 more goblins, at least.
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
And go.
I think we gotta go around the other way.
No.
No.
The non-ergonomic... Oh, there's another fucker over here.
Oh, wait, I might have to remove this tree wall. Hang on.
So there's
Rain
3
can walk
more.
through it. She's good.
Yeah, there's one on the beach, and then there's one over here on the south side of the pyramid.
And there's one up here too.
Real quick question, Christina.
Yeah.
Is there just a sunken vampire vessel off the coast of the docks?
There is, yeah.
Rain remembers they told me that story.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mental note, tell Esther to come down and salvage the vampirate vessel for cloaking technology.
Yes. Cloaking.
Where did you go? Second mental note. Must add more accessible stairs to Maginox docks.
Tell me about it.
Oh shit, there's another one. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's 4 more goblins to shake down. and by
Nice.
shake down, I mean insist
Collect
that they
tax
have to
revenue.
pay taxes. Yeah.
Urbella is at the
Deduction.
southern one. You all are at the northern one. Which one are you talking
Oh.
to?
They were talking about the southern one, so I went south.
Yeah, I did too, and then I went to find the boys. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I got lost and found a guy and stood here until other people showed up.
I don't see where you are.
Just keep going north until you see a switchback stairway, which is apparently the only way to get to the beach anyway.
Oh, like north, not just
North,
north of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going north.
Not
Map
really.
north. There you go. Now you see us.
Do? Oh, okay. Oh, these stupid stairs.
Yep.
Why didn't we go to the closer one?
Hello.
I thought this was the closer one.
No. He said south is north.
Well, you gotta go north to get south.
No.
Hello, and welcome to Arctis famous Maginox, home of drinking, debauchery, and the undead. The 3Ds. How can I help you today? Why, I sell a bunch of goods for seafaring adventures. Think about getting lost at sea? Then don't. That's my,
Oh, don't!
yeah, that's my motto. What do you think? It's pretty good.
He was like, Cosmo, you want to take this one?
Oh, what are you selling here?
Let's see. I've got some rope. I got some fishing tackle for if you want to do some fishing. Got lots of hooks. Got a canoe. And go out into the
Told
deep
you
water.
we should have gone to the guy by the pyramid.
You got some. You got a bell. It's really dark. So if you get lost on the ocean, you just go ring a ding, and then you hope somebody saves you. In fact,
Yeah, right.
get your hand out of my pockets,
I
woman.
wasn't trying to do that. God damn it.
Yeah, listen, I got anything you need for a close to shore fishing expedition. Them's rhyming.
And I assume, of course, that you, of all the profits you're making, you're, giving the royal treasury its appropriate cut?
Of course,
Cosmo will flash his the Merchants Guild signet.
Oh, hey.
He also flashes a signet.
Hello, esteemed fellow goblin member of the Maginox Merchants Guild. In fact, I've got all my paperworks right here. Here, hold on.
He digs in the back.
I got it around here somewhere. Hey, hold on. Hey, listen, I'm just a humble fisher gob.
He hands you a deed.
Yep. There's my name right there, and there's my business, dockside stuff. The name's a work in progress. Yeah, it changes depending on the clientele. Listen, Fishin Expedition is the actual working name.
Cosmo will look over the paperwork. Does it seem to be like relatively in order?
Make me a perception check. Or if you want, because you are a thief yourself, you can make me a sleight of hand check with advantage.
I'll do the one with advantage. I'll do the one with advantage.
Wow. This is a forgery. And the ring he's wearing is fake.
Yep, everything seems to be in perfect working order.
Yep,
Cosmo will like look at the stuff, look at his ring, look at the paperwork, look at his own ring, look at C Swab, kind of give him a look like, get a load of this guy.
T-Swab's just got like a giant smirk on his face of like, I love that they're trying, but also I love the fact that we just get to torment them now.
So here's the problem. Some of us, like myself, have put a lot of work into making sure that people like you and me can do like shit like this around here. That means there's some rules we gotta play by. So do me a favor. Keep doing your thing, but get it legitimate, alright? I know this is fake as shit.
It ain't fake. It's just temporary. You know how bogged down in
A
paperwork.
temporary fake, yeah.
Yeah, it's a temporary appointment.
It's not. It's only temporary because you wrote it yourself.
I mean,
And
yeah,
it's temporary in the sense that at some point, somebody who's less nice than I am is gonna come down here and tell you gotta get the fuck out of here.
You wouldn't rat me out, brother, right? Right? You know, goblins together strong.
Oh, I wouldn't rat you out.
Whew.
But all the other people that are listening right now probably would.
Hey, what? Listen, listen.
I'm listening.
You ever heard of House Hamaki?
The Hibachis, yeah, I know about them.
Yeah. I used to work for them. Got out when shit started going south. Took whatever I could. Turns out, whatever I could was a bag of useless fishing gear. All I had. So the place, turns out, was wrecked. Fucked up, stormed. House Hamaki is not really looking too good these days, you know, being a home for the unhoused and all. Me? I didn't go back. I didn't risk my bacon. I just took this, 200 fishing hooks, a little bit of rope. Found an old boat, fixed it up. I work hard. I take old shit and make it usable. I don't got a house no more. I ain't about house hibachi. Gotta make it on my own. Listen, the taxes, Merchants Guild taxes are too high. I can't afford a place around here. Now that people are coming back, housing prices are going up, way up. Little gob like me, I can't afford a place. Pay taxes same time. I'm on the ground floor. I ain't eating at fancy places like Zeskob's Goblins. No, I'm eating the fish I fish up. Maybe a stale hunk of bread. I need a little time. Get my feet under me. Oh. The Merchants Guild starts taxing me. I don't think I can afford it. I don't make very good sales. You know how hard it is to fish in the dock? I mean, yeah, it might all be stolen, sure. You wouldn't throw an old goblin in jail for old stuff from House Hibachi, would you?
Alright, first of all, let's stop using the S word, because the less I know about that, the better it's gonna be for both of us.
Right. I'm temporarily borrowed.
Don't tell me where you get your stuff from. I don't care.
Right, of course.
But we do gotta run things legitimate around here. So I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to pay your taxes. Now, here's what I can do. I happen to know the Dockmaster. In fact, the Dockmaster works for me.
Really?
Sea Swap's gonna like tilt his head almost horizontal.
Gronk? Are you gronking my Gronk right now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna tilt my head sideways at you.
Look, this is how Kozlo cooks.
I can put in a word with her. Make it a little bit easier for you to get the proper payments for this, okay? You're gonna have to pay your taxes, though.
You think you would give me a job at the docks? I mean, if I'm selling fishing equipment already, I'm a pretty good sea gob. I can handle the waves. I think I could actually be pretty good for the Dockmaster, but I heard they were kind of on a hiring freeze.
Could be. I'll talk to her right away, try to figure out what's going on. If nothing else, I can at least put in a word for you to help you make yourself legitimate, all right? It's people like you and me, we work real hard to get where we are. And I can't have one of us fucking it up for everyone else, you understand?
Yeah, I get it. But you'd put in a good word at the docks for me, right?
Yep.
Listen, my name's Zalagib.
Zalagib, nice to meet you. Kozlo Greenfinger at your service.
Zalagib.
Do you always say your own name very slowly immediately after introducing yourself?
Zalagib. Listen, I feel like there's a higher power compelling me to tell that. You say it twice, never forget it. All right, Oslo Greenfinger, you're a good gob, right, businessman? You see gob who's down on his luck, you get him a job.
Something like that. Might be more accurate in this situation, just to make sure nothing's being misconstrued here.
Yeah,
To make sure another goblin ain't fucking up what this goblin's been doing.
yeah, yours ring is actually legit.
Yeah.
It was actually
Honestly,
working.
surprised you ain't heard of me. Most other people around here have.
It's a half. But, yeah, chalk it up to my own inexperience, of course. I'm sure you are greatly renowned, and you're doing this for little old me. I'm just a
You ever
nobody.
make it off the docks? Like, you ever been into town at all?
Oh, yeah, I mean, well, doing chores for House Hamaki, picking stuff up from the merchants and then going back. We didn't really get out much, you know.
You know that sweet bar down the main promenade?
Oh, yeah, people talking about that. That Kozlo's den. Oh, oh my god. You're Kozlo of Kozlo's Den.
Congratulations, you've just succeeded at basic math. 2 and 2.
Wow. Wow. That's you. Wow. How do I run a...
Here, let me let you in on a little secret.
I want to do what yous do.
Kozlo's gonna lean into him real close and be like,
Eh?
You only get taxed on your profits. So
Wait.
count anything that you spend and against your profits, your taxes will be lower than you can afford it.
Wait, so you're saying if I buy something and I sell for slightly higher, I only get taxed on how much I make?
Yeah.
And not the whole thing? Oh my. This changes everything.
It's math. Why does no one here know math?
Hey,
Why am I the best one at math? It's
They
wrong.
don't teach us when it's basically the second closest thing to slavery.
You're a goblin. You should understand this shit.
I understand how
Coin plus more coin equals additional coin beyond what you currently had.
No, fishing line plus fishing hook equals more fish.
I don't follow fish math.
Yes, it's basically same thing.
Yeah, talk
What?
to the dockmaster. I'll put it in wait for you. Make sure you got your proper permits to be selling down here. Make sure you're paying your taxes and you'll be good, alright?
Right. I'll say that Coslow Greenfinger sent me.
Yeah. I don't know if she'll hire you, because like you said, they kind of got a hiring freeze going on. But at the very least, she can help you legitimize this.
Thank you. That's, well, more than anybody's paid attention to little old me around here.
Think nothing of it. And hey, while you're at it, anybody comes by here, tell you what, you could do a little advertising for me, send some people around to the bar, Coslow's Den.
Yeah?
I can throw you a little extra scratch.
Yeah, I like word of mouth. You've got a deal. After I settle things up at the docks.
Kozlo will slip him 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, call that in advance.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa! This is... Hey, you don't even know me. I could just run out of town with this. Buy a horse.
Ask around about me while you're at it. You'll figure out why I can trust you not to skip town with my money.
I kind of like and also don't like the sound of that. Tell you what, this finds around my fortune, and I can actually get a fresh start after what happened to House Hibachi. And you don't just got yourself a new customer at the bar. You're gonna have a lot of new customers.
Gotta spend money to make money, and I do love making money.
I do love being around other people who make a lot of money. Thank you. You're a good gob. You actually know how to do business. I call this incentive. I call it investment. You're really, man, you are really a hero. Slow.
Yep, I know. Now, hey, I gotta go have the same conversation with a bunch of other ones, so keep your nose clean. Or keep it dirty, but like in good ways.
I'll close up shop right here. Head on to the docks. Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He starts packing up everything.
I didn't have Coslow explains effective tax rate on my bingo card, guys. And he got called a hero for it. That's incredible.
I mean, he was talking to a goblin. how to spend less money on taxes is practically goblin heroism.
Look, it's fine. I get it. Yeah.
Legally cheating the system.
Yeah, if that's what they need to feel good about it, sure.
Wow, real actual business owner Coslow Greenfinger. Caring enough for us little guys. Crazy fucked up world.
Not Master Artificer Coslow Greenfinger, not savior of any of the number of places that he's saved. It's member of the local chamber of commerce, Coslow Greenfinger.
We just swap around titles based on whatever's most convenient at the time.
Meanwhile,
Next one's down here.
next one down to the south. If any of you would like to make your way down to help with the negotiations.
Making my way down south, extorting business owners who don't pay their tax.
Alright, Grabella, make your way down. Due south.
Okay.
We still have 3 more of these goblins, guys.
Yeah.
I can't tell if these are better or worse than the methods.
This is 4 or 5. This is 5 of the steps of the 13-step montage I mentioned earlier.
You know what this is? You know what I feel? Here's what I feel, right? Is Christina tried to push us to teach Charlindra something, and we weren't interested. And she's like, "Oh, you don't want to teach one NPC? Well, now you're going to teach 5 NPCs."
Hey, welcome to Maginox. What can I get you?
What you got?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Are you stinky? I got some soap. Handmade. Made it myself. Real dark
Yeah,
in
what?
here. I got some torch. Bat. Scents. Oils. Mostly with a little bit of Morosa bomb.
Do anything that's not garbage.
It's not garbage. Everybody needs to bathe. I found this nice piece of coral on the beach.
Can I see this coral?
Yeah, sure.
He hands it to you.
Can I
It
investigate this coral?
A red piece of crimson coral, kind of similar to what you would see in the hair of Fleet Admiral Vera Shadows.
Yeah, that's, Corinthian red coral. Exceptionally rare. In fact, sea elves love this stuff. 100 gold.
Can I verify if that's Corinthian coral or not? Insight?
Make me an insight check. I will allow you to do it with advantage because you know the Corinthian seas. Holy shit.
Well,
It is. It is actually Corinthian coral. It is very rare. You're not sure he's gotten his hands on it.
You got any more Corinthian coral? I'll take this one. I'll give him 100 gold for this one.
Hey. Yeah, just buy it out of my shop here. No, that was
I
just
can click, I can click on him. Okay.
yeah, double click on me.
Ooh, don't say it like that.
Double click me, daddy.
No, most of the stuff I've got is handmade. You know, just stuff you might need along the way. Getting a meager living, you know. But this,
yeah, no, I get it. Making a meager living. I feel you.
yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Just couple other questions unrelated. I do enjoy the coral. Thank you for this, by the way. You know, Arctis and Maginox has a new king and queen. They're great people. I just want to make sure, you know, the Merchants Guild's come by.
Oh,
You've been paying your taxes.
Oh, no. No, I ain't doing that.
You're not doing that, huh?
No, I'm just passing through. Hey, listen, this is a part of the guild, right?
Yeah, I am actually.
Yeah, he starts like standing up and packing up shop.
I knew this day would come. Yeah, listen, yeah, I can't still on the street without appointment, can't do busking without appointment, everybody's gotta take their pint of blood. I'm not really interested in all that. Listen, I'm just here because there's people here, and I'm not interested in really paying taxes, settling down, nothing like that. So, you know, if you're here to shake me down, you know, I don't want trouble, but I'll just move on. I'll just go somewhere else.
Yeah, let me know if you need help finding a boat to hop on and get out of here.
Yeah, fucking sorry.
Packs. He's continuing to pack his stuff in his backpack, which is now a little bit full to bursting, mostly with 20 torches.
Yeah.
He's supposed to look back at Rain like, let him go, or
You have the authority to grant him his license right now, right?
I do. Hey, buddy, not so fast. I just bought something from you. I'm just talking to you.
Whoa,
I'm not shaking you down. I bought something from you.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want trouble. No trouble.
That guy walk away.
What do you mean?
I'll assume that Grimbella stands in front of him. How come you don't want to sell your wares here, man? You just don't want to pay taxes at all?
Nah, I don't
Is that all
believe.
it is?
Nah, I don't believe in taxes.
You don't believe in taxes.
Nah.
But if you don't believe in taxes and somebody were to come, set all your stuff on fire, who are you gonna go to? What are you gonna do? You're just gonna start from scratch every time?
No, I light him on fire. Very easy.
Kazo nods along like, yeah.
Yeah.
The underground laws.
You think I'm gonna let somebody come in and light all my precious bars of soap on fire? You're crazy. I fight back, tooth and nail. That's all I got. Teeth and nails.
Until somebody comes along with a bigger fireball, right?
Yeah, and then I move
Bigger
on.
stick?
Yeah, well, I ain't dying for soap, buddy.
See, so I was like confused at the logic of like, you're not gonna die for soap. You'll fight tooth and nail for it, but you also don't want to pay a little bit to make sure that nobody can just come along and kill you for your soap.
Nope, he doesn't. He
You're
doesn't
lucky
understand. He
Nick
doesn't
doesn't-
understand that pays for that. He's just not. He's just not into that.
What if nobody had to die for soap?
Listen, I know where
How
where
many
the
people have you
taxes go.
fought for soap? I'm just curious. Now I'm just curious how many people you fought for soap.
Listen, I know how taxes work. They go to the coffers of the nobles. Nobles, they eat the nicest food and have the richest linens, and they got the cleanest clothes, and they don't stink. Yeah, they don't pay for shit. The taxes, they make the fat pigs fatter. I ain't interested in paying the pigs. I ain't a pay pig. I make the soap. I sells the soap. There's no gods around here. Look around. You got this schlub, this fucking tourist. Look at his stupid face. Look at his stupid crown. Hey, idiot, where'd you get the crown? Yeah, idiot. Look at that guy down there. This fucking guy, this elf. He doesn't stink. He doesn't need fucking. Oh. But there ain't no god. Where are the gods? You think I'm paying for the no god? No. I ain't putting into the coffers of some fat noble. Fuck him.
Do you think that there's no guards because guards aren't needed because of how much it's calmed down around here?
He stops. Hey, listen, I ain't here to fuck around with the politics of the city. I ain't interested in paying taxes and assume that there's gonna be some god coming around when I'm in trouble. In fact, I don't see a god right now, and I do feel mildly threatened.
So now Seasbob's getting annoyed. Well, you know what they say when we're on the docks, if you're feeling froggy, leap.
I mean, I'm just ready to. I'm gonna go shell it out outside the city. You know, when people are coming in. I don't have to be here getting the salt spray in my face. I don't have to deal with the
See ya.
Merchants Guild.
Bye.
Alright, later. Fucking goons. Fucking Maginox, my guild. Fucking racket, fucking gang. Gang
Hey,
shit.
if you don't fucking like it, don't fucking be here. There's outside towns right there.
Ain't nobody
I'm sure the
wanna
rats
be
in the walls
here.
will buy your shitty
Frickin'.
soap.
Fucking enjoy your stinky people and your shitty boats.
They smell like shit from buying your dog shit soap.
Hey, I got
Doesn't
good,
even work.
fucking good soap.
Well, that went well.
I wanted to buy some soap. Maginox, the tourist next to Grabella says. I don't
I
think
feel like
It worth it, honey.
I don't think
These
you
folks
need
now
to
annoyed.
have
Then go buy soap. You just watched him walk away? Go watch him buy some soap.
Swab, it's okay. It's okay.
Scary!
Like the moment C-Swab encounters the side of social counter pressure, he's just like ready to fucking kill a guy over soap. Well,
Yeah, we live
okay.
in a society. There's fucking.
We do live in a society.
We do live in a society, and I, for one, am very proud of both of you representing, this greater good of society.
It's like airplane etiquette. You know airplane etiquette? Aisle gets an armrest and a little bit of extra leg. Middle seat gets 2 armrests. Window gets armrest and a wall. We're not animals. We live in a society.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about,
The fuck
Seaswall.
is an airplane?
But he did raise a very valid point. Weren't there gods here? Who's manning these cannons? Where are our gods?
Good question, Queen Rain of Maginox.
Don't pose that to me.
God damn it! What's the name of the lady I put in charge?
Yeah, I don't even see the
It's
fucking
not Grana,
dock
what's her name?
master.
Dara?
Dhara, where the fuck is Dhara?
Probably at the port.
Aren't we at the port? Is this not the port?
Oh, this is the docks.
What the fuck is the difference?
Yeah, okay, in Christina's there is a difference. Not a huge one, but there's a slight difference.
It's just directly north of this place, where her office is.
Alright, either we go deal with these fucking vendors, or we go... No, we're going to Dhara. I'm done with this. We're going to Dhara. Where the fuck are the guards at? Seaswell was just incensed. He is incensed over the fact that he fought a fucking dragon made out of memories and shit, and he has to come back and deal with this bullshit. Can I go this way?
Yeah, you can. All right. Well,
Oh, it's actually a different zone?
a different map. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
It's just slightly north of this area because this part doesn't have actual fucking docks.
See, so it's gonna burst in. Where the fuck are all the guards? And Ray's gonna come in and be like, and can we please get some more stairs? This is very inconvenient.
One moment, please.
Can't wait for Wangdoodle to be back next week and be like, oh, guys, sorry I wasn't there to help with the shaking down vendors.
Oh, right, this zone where we killed all the fish fucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is like the run down part of the docks is what this is.
Master locked out of his own rooms!
What the hell? Who is it? Oh, Seaswab.
Dhara, hi, how are you? Like gritted teeth. Just
You look
walking in.
agitated.
Yeah. Okay. Couple questions.
Right.
1, where are the guards? 2, why are there shady vendors hawking soap and not paying taxes?
Whoa. Let's bring it down a little bit. Bring it down. Good.
Oh, Oslo and Grabella are outside too. Oslo, Grabella.
I remember that office being super tiny, so...
This whole place is built weird. We really need to invest in public works.
You can close the door. Mildly snowing outside. Thanks. So what's got your feathers in a tizzy, Seaswab?
Okay. Why are there no guards anywhere on the docks at all?
What do you mean? I've sent most of Grabella's other minions to man the docks. What do you mean, they're not there?
There's nobody there except for a bunch of people hawking shitty soap.
Have you tried Zestgob's goblins?
To be honest, we didn't make it that far before I saw how fucked up it all was.
Well, okay. Let me be perfectly clear with you. You're probably going to want to pay attention to this one. But yes, a lot of your guards tend to like to hang out around the docks. Sure, sometimes they keep order, blah, blah, blah. Many of them love to drink Incest Gob's goblins, and probably find most of them there. Now, I am Dockmaster. However, I've been completely busy keeping track of all of the goods coming and going from Maginox. In fact, I have paperwork stacked up to the nines. I can't keep track of every loser with a drinking problem who doesn't want to do his job. I've talked to them, mind you, but you've been gone for a little bit. They've gotten a little careless. So if you want to go put the fear of, I don't know, Macari Polaris into their hearts, then I would suggest checking out Zestgob's goblins. They're probably drinking themselves into a stupor. I don't have time to babysit. But in fact, I can show you the percentage of profits that we've made from all of the incoming ships from Coranthia. We've gotten an influx in lately, and the goods are absolutely flowing in. Zestgob's even got a brand new shipment of ingredients, and they've been taking advantage of it. So, not only are your minions getting drunk on the job, they're taking their money and spending it on good eats, too. Oh, they've gotten a little lax. What do you expect from a group of former criminals?
So why didn't you stop paying them? If they're not doing their job, don't pay them.
I haven't paid them, and now they have enough nest egg to ignore me for at least a week or two until they want a job again.
Well, they won't be getting their job back, and I will go deal with them. Let's have a look at the ledgers.
Dhara, what's this about a hiring freeze? If you're so busy, why don't you hire any assistants?
She sighs and leans back.
I haven't really had time to process any applicants. Plus, I need, I would say, competent people. People with shrewd business acumen. Not a bunch of incompetent former criminals locked away for their own stupidity. Half of them can't even add 2 and 2 together. They're useless to me.
That makes sense. Personnel issue.
I need workers. People to actually want to work. Make money, not be fed handouts and then quit when something more interesting comes their way. These people don't come from traditional drow society. They have no idea of hierarchy, responsibility, or even skills.
Well, that sounds like you're veering dangerously close to something a little bit like racism, but otherwise seems reasonable, I guess.
Dhara shrugs.
Listen, you gave me a task, and that task was to make sure the port of Maginox has a steady influx of goods. Goods to keep your city running. And I'd say I've done an exemplary job. No ships are backed up. Goods get on and off the docks relatively quickly with the personnel I do have. The goblins are rather hard workers. But your other people you've saved from Lavare are not. Sorry. But they're just not cut out for actual work.
We will work on getting you better workers. But until then, anybody who wants to come back, half pay.
I like that. But also, you could give me a few, I don't know, desperate Vakarans. Ones that actually need the money and haven't gotten some sort of initial handout so they can drink their days away. No, I need desperation. I need people who need to work or they die.
Okay, Elon Musk.
Jesus. Well, let's think about that. I'll send somebody down to assist you with the hiring and vetting process, since you're so put upon already. Her name is Shaw Iceborne. She's actually rather adept at sourcing talent.
I hope she's confident and not an part-time drunkard like the rest of them.
No. She's actually a rather gifted sorceress.
Well then, someone who is born with talent. Great.
Okay,
Can
now,
you at least give
look.
me a wizard?
I am a wizard. I'm telling you, she is rather talented and has earned her stripes.
Forgive me. Fine, acceptable.
And we might need to send your guys' HR team around here. I'm getting the sense that maybe, perhaps, why people don't want to work is it's a bit of a hostile work environment.
I'm not.
I don't think you want our HR team around here if hostile work environment is your concern.
What do you mean? All I've ever heard are really good things. You talk about them all the time.
Yeah, we'll introduce you to Mr. Tinklefingers.
I'm sorry, what?
Mr. Tinklefingers.
Sorry, come again.
Don't say it
Tinklefingers.
now. We said it a third time.
Does he
He's
appear?
not gonna
Does he knock on the
summon it.
door? Is it like a Bloody Mary?
No, forgive me. I'm used to old drow society where the greatest, way to get people to work is with a whip.
Yes, well, we don't practice slavery in Maginox. So, figure it out.
Have you considered it?
Yes, actually, I murdered quite a few people who practiced it before we got here.
Yep.
Gabella kind of
That's-
looks at her like, uh-huh.
That's why they're not here anymore.
Then I'll wait for this Shah Iceborne. One competent person will be enough. But you still
she'll-
need to put the fear of the gods into the rest of those drunkards.
Well, she'll help you source quality individuals.
Thank you. I am grateful for your help. The rest of the merchants from the Merchants Guild, who do have and rent storage units from the port, are all paying promptly. They are very happy to see trade come back to Maginox. But most of the guards I have, at least at the port that are working, are making sure no one is breaking into said holdings. The merchants are happy at the very least.
Possible, because those actually already found you an understudy.
Yeah, is this guy who's gonna come by? His name was like Zol or something. I don't know. He'll say it and then he'll say it again real slowly afterwards. It's weird. But
Is he
he's a
just...
guy who was trying to set up on the docks. I kind of put the fear of whatever already into him a little bit. But I made it very clear he needs to get himself legitimate if he's gonna do shit. And he might come by looking for a job.
That checks the boxes. Desperate. Starving. Desperate. Small.
Yeah, you should have seen this guy. He was selling literal fish hooks.
How pathetic. I'll put him to work.
Teach him everything you know, Dhara.
Probably.
You need help.
Probably not everything.
Oh no. Everything.
Even the whips.
Whatever weird fetish, why not throw it at him?
Alright, maybe not the whips.
Yes, no
Ag-
slavery
again.
in Maginox.
Yes.
I'll pay him a meager, but not enough to make him comfortable, to ensure that he keeps his job.
Look, I gave him 50 coins just to tell people about
Why
my buy.
would
He'll be
you
real excited.
stop doing this? Stop it!
Stop doing what? Paying people?
Yes!
The gang incidentally destroys the local economy.
Yes! That's why they're not working. You keep giving them handouts.
It's not a handout. I paid him to do a job.
You paid
To be
him.
fair, you paid him a lot to do a job.
You give him one,
That's not a lot.
possibly 2 gold. You gave him 50 gold.
No,
Costello
she's
looks at his
correct.
couch. It is like,
50 gold is like nothing.
You know how long I could persevere on 50 gold.
Oslo, you do
Like
know
2
that we live
hours?
in a society that has silver and copper coins that are worth less than gold coins.
Yeah, but those
What did
suck,
you-
so I don't think about them.
You gave
did you
him a
think those were
paid
for?
vacation. Ah, this is why the economy is in shambles.
All right. I'll stop paying people.
Inflation!
Just give them enough to be incentivized to go where you want them to go. Now he's just going to fuck off somewhere.
No, I made very clearly aware to him that he is not to fuck off anywhere. If he does, I'm gonna find him and chop his head off. I mean, incarcerate him through a legal manner.
I like the first one better.
Oh,
Coslow, you're an excellent and bleeding-hearted businessman, but send them to me desperate and poor.
well, maybe not. Like, there's a nice happy medium, I think, that we can strike a chord here with, yes?
Fine. If you're going to send people to me for a job, don't give them a 50 gold cash-in bonus. I can't even match that with what I have to pay people.
No, but you will pay them a living wage. They need enough to survive.
Yes, they will survive, barely.
No, okay. No. They need to be able to afford their own place to live and their food. They should not be making choices between eating or having a roof over their head. And if you need more money to do that with, we can talk about your budget.
Are we talking 3 meals a day? We're talking 1 meal a day. Starvation is
3
an
meals a
excellent
day.
motivator.
Enough to be healthy and happy doing their job because you want them to want to keep coming to work, not because they have to.
Hey, you know what else is just as good, if not better, of a motivator than starvation?
Violence?
Eating well when everyone else is starving. They'll look at everyone else and be like, Jesus, I don't want to fuck this up. I'll be like them.
Well, then why don't you go and tell your miscreants it's a Scob's Goblins?
Oh, we will. We will. Don't worry.
I'm sorry, Sea Swab, that you've had to get your feathers in a tussle, but I assure you everything at the port of Maginox is working smoothly. Get those guys' shit together, and perhaps take their excess pocketbooks, and they'll be a little more motivated. But I'm sure you'll do a good job just yelling at them anyway. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a shipment coming in just a few minutes that I need to make sure is unloaded quickly, properly, and moved to dry storage.
Sounds good. I'll have a look at the ledgers, see what's been coming in and coming out.
You can come in any time, Zswab. My ledgers are alphabetized in the bookshelf here and here.
Rose?
Everything is written cleanly, neatly, to a T, and spelled correctly, and doesn't reek of yesterday's rum.
Oslo, we don't kink shame here.
My lord.
But rest assured, Seaswab and Miss Queen, my lady, Maginox, I know how to work, and I know how to motivate people to live. It's the kindness part, perhaps I could work on. But I've no tolerance for lazing around.
I'm not asking you to.
But you
I'm
can
just
ask.
asking for you to treat people fairly. And don't prey on them.
Noted. Now go slap some sense into those miscreants over at Zestgobs.
Oh, we're gonna do some slapping.
All right, for now that Dhara has told you that shit's great at the port, it's just Grabella's formerly criminal empire has gone a little soft in your absence. And it turns out the big bonus that they've been given, they've been drinking away. But I'm sure you'll put an end to that before heading back out into the breach. It's hard running a city, but seems like you've all got a good head on your shoulders. It's something a little bit between, complete and utter drow-driven slavery, or the kindness of others, which will drive people to not work. There's some sort of happy medium there. But this will make sure that Maginox is a strong place to be, and a safe place for Vakarans, who, as you've learned from Charlindra, just don't want to really work, as they've been given everything from Novus throughout their
Nobody
lives.
wants to work anymore.
The economy is in shambles.
We have an influx of refugees who are proficient in basically just fighting things. And we have a complete and total lack of competent and professional guards working. Yeah, I can't see how this could Why do we have to solve this, damn it? What has Eris been doing?
I don't want to solve this. I don't want to solve this. Guess what? I'm not solving this. I'm just gonna, we're gonna go kill somebody instead.
All right, I gotta hop out. I'll see you guys.
All right, bye.
DM can't force me to entertain this solving.
It seems like the answer is potentially there. You just have to make some tough choices. Put the Vakarans to work.
No, there's no tough choices here. Vakarans want money. They want to survive. They have skills. We need those skills. It's easy.
Just make them guards.
Why not? And or send them to school. Work
No,
programs.
Grabella's got a whole bunch of criminals that she just saved from jail and is like, here, have some money. Protect my city.
That's not Rain's fault. Rain had nothing to do with that. That's a thing that happened. That was before Rain taught them about effective tax rates. And then Coslow shared that and taught a goblin. That was the most beautiful thing that happened tonight.
It was very beautiful. I do like C-Swab's shakedown. Very good. He's got to stay on the up and up. But it seems like everybody doesn't really have their shit together, except for Dhara. But Dhara is not a very good boss. She's just a very strict boss, but she gets shit done.
Amazing.
That's the current status of the city, which I'm sure you'll solve next session. And before heading out into the plane of Earth.
Solving
Yeah,
problems.
next session, you know what? Next session, if we're going to have to solve crises like this, I'm just going to spend a whole next session going over the books.
C-Swab's just done. C-Swab's been in a position of authority for exactly one session, and he's done.
I mean, all I'll say is that when the DM decides to question or put NPCs in front of the queen, everybody seems to be very obedient and subservient and willing to just take it. And then all of a sudden, when I'm doing it, I get fucking the pieces of shit who want to fight me on every little thing.
Weird how royalty changes someone's perspective on a conversation.
What I'm hearing is we need to get C-Swab some special kind of outfit or uniform that denotes his importance.
Give him like a little pin that's like a weird hand.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We could also just dole out official
Rain
titles.
is President Trump and C-Swab is Elon Musk here.
Oh, Jesus.
I hate this!
I don't know that analogy holds water.
You don't have to know if it holds water. At the end of the day, I'm the one who controls all the businesses, right?
Except
I'm the
one.
one, I seem to be the most hated.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You did this, Christina. Don't. I'm not gonna be gaslit into being I'm wrong. I didn't do this. You did this.
I did. All right, everybody, that's it for today's session. A little bit of city planning while Wangdoodle is out. We'll wrap this up next session and potentially head off to the plane of Earth. That sound good, everybody?
Yeah.
I appreciate your optimism that we will wrap this up next session and not just get sidetracked 47 other ways.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that could also happen, too. 100%. 100%. But adventure awaits.
I might be going to Japan tomorrow. I just haven't decided yet. Do you want me to bring you back anything?
Yeah. Bring me back, some sort of Japanese treat. Not Kit Kats. I'm good on the Kit Kats.
I'm only going for a day, so.
Yeah, just whatever Japanese food sounds fun.
Okay.
Anything.
Bring her
Dealer's
back
choice.
takeaway ramen. Just like it's been cold the entire time.
No.
And hand it to her. Hand it to her in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
I will accept any Japanese bagged snack.
Put it in a bag.
The weirder, the better.
All right.
All right,
Hey, John.
All right, everybody.
See you
Have a
guys.
good night. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. That is it for Arctis today. Wow. Turns out running a city is a little bit harder than one thinks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Check out our full VODs over on on Arctis DD on YouTube. We have all of our VODs as we are in the middle of Season 6 of Arctis Ascended. Lots has happened. It turns out running a city and rebuilding a bazaar is going to have some interesting parallels. I'm glad they're getting the practice in now, because the genies are not going to be as easy to convince. Catch all of our shorts and our funny moments over on Play Arctis on X, on TikTok, and on Blue Sky. Whatever platform you prefer. I'm your DM Zarina. Hey! Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being in chat. Shoutouts to everybody, etc. Thanks for always being here. Crazy J, what is up? Hope you are well. Miss you, bro. Another meddler, first time chat. Rain is my new favorite person. Mine too. Got a great bunch of people here, and I hope you enjoyed the session. We're going to get back into the thick of it next Monday, starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Join us for another session. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you next time.